Hello and welcome to this week's Cities in a Snap event. I am your host, Kazjem. We are here to indulge ourselves in the finals of the November Cities in a Snap brackets. Can we get some hype in chat? I want to welcome everyone into today's event. We'll be starting here in about 5 to 10 minutes. We're waiting on one of our participants, participant number 3 over here, Cybex Streams, and we are going to be seeing 4 builders build the best representation they can of Happy New Year 2021 in just 2 hours time. It's going to be absolutely hype. We've got some announcements throughout there as well. First of all, remember, there's no event next week. That's right, it's a holiday for myself, so we won't be having any season snap next week, but that's okay. We've got a great event for you today, and then we've got an action-packed December for you. We've of course got the All-Stars event on the 5th. We've got Hosts in a Snap the next week on the 12th, and then on the 19th we have a super duper special Disasters in a Snap charity event. Rain havoc and destruction on your favorite builders as they try to build a city in just 2 hours time, all for charity. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to get you guys involved in this. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start. That's right, season snap has begun. We are good. We are going. They are now able to build. They are now ready to build. Get the hype rolling in chat. Maestro with the stopwatches and Nightmorphous also with the stopwatches. And now everyone is just getting their highways in. That's right, we've got Luca already going with the highways and really darting his camera around there. And of course, we've got Taradra still scoping the land. He has been in the map the longest, but he has not figured out exactly what his starting play is. Except he has, and he's removing some roads. Wow, he's just... The map creator has given him roads and helped him out, and he's just said, no, I want to build my own roads. Looks like Brazil, India, or Egypt. It could be. Reminds me of Egypt. I can definitely see Egypt. I can definitely see that. There we go. All right, interesting map. It is interesting, and the map is called Oasis. It's available on the workshop, so I would encourage you to check it out using the map command. That's right, that great map command. Also, folks, be sure that you are playing bingo with us. Because remember, we play bingo here, and we just use Cities in Snap as the background to play bingo against. So make sure to get your bingo card, play bingo along with us, and let us know how your card ends up. And a reminder that participant number 3, Cybex, will be along at some time in the relatively near future. There we go, and that's right, we got 4 participants. Let's go ahead and introduce our participants one by one, shall we? So, participant number 1, we've got Luca Ferrini. Luca is, of course, a legend. He does a great job of building, and he was really big on new urbanization, new city development. He's big on biking and metro, all that stuff, pedestrianism, and it's an absolutely legendary time. He really knows his stuff with that, really passionate, and also he is a map creator, so you'll note that he pays a lot of attention to all these little intricacies that a lot of us might not if we aren't map creators. He loves working with the terrain, he loves conforming to it, and he also loves trying to build his cities and his infrastructure projects around landscaping features, and I think that's absolutely great. So let's go ahead and check out participant number 2. So we have participant number 2 with Taradra. Taradra is, of course, in the finals again. He got first at the first event of this month, and he wowed us with his apple picking festival, or his apple festival, not apple picking, but his apple festival, and it was actually a really great build. It overwhelmingly won chat, and it did really great on the rubrics as well. So again, a great build. I can't wait to see what he gives us today, and he tells him that he's going for second. So you know what? I think he'll do at least that. Who knows? There we go. First giveaway, Stinky for Iron Dagger from Kitty Claude. Iron Dagger is a tactical combat game with a unique time manipulation mechanic. Got it. Be sure to use !ticket to get that giveaway. And then, of course, Cybex is not here yet, but he'll be here eventually. And now we're on to Eclipse Chris, the reigning champion, the defender of the title for Cities in the Snap champion. He is, of course, here again because he won last month, and he is currently here trying to defend his title and fend off Taradra, Cybex, and Luca as they all vie for his title of Cities in a Snap champion. There we go, Cybex just signed on to stream. Sweet. That means that we'll get an update here in just a moment. So let's go ahead and refresh 4, and let's hope that that works, and if it doesn't, then, oh, I did it wrong. Let's go ahead and refresh number 3 instead. For some reason, I thought he was participant number 4, so that's my bad. All right, so he should be reloading in. There we go. Now that's working beautifully. There we go. Nope, he didn't sign on to stream yet. We don't have him yet. We'll be sure to wait for it, because again, the Twitch servers are a little bit janky sometimes, so we'll have to give that a little bit of time. Refresh your internet? No, we can't do that. Steam, not stream. Oh, gotcha. I thought you meant stream. So yeah, never mind. That was just a jank up. So let's go ahead and chat with our competitors. What do you say, folks? Let's chat with our competitors. And it looks like Cybex is now in his room, so he's actually getting ready. But we'll go ahead and start off with participant number 1, Luca. What's up, Luca?
Hello, cats. How are you today?
Doing well. It's a beautiful day, cities in the snap and whatnot. So, man, you're in the finals, but you know, you technically didn't win one this round. But I was explaining to everyone that you were selected because we needed a 4th guy, and you have done very well in this competition in the past, and you didn't participate earlier this month, so that's why you were just dropped right in. So, what are you planning on doing for this New Year's build?
So, as we discussed in the after season in the snap talk, I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember, but I want to make something that can represent this year, but can also bring a light to it without being too unrealistic. So the idea here is that I'm gonna have a town that is going to hold celebrations for this year, but it's gonna be done in a very peculiar way, and I'm not gonna quite give it away yet.
Awesome. So, nice way, and I like that too, because again, obviously 2020 has been really rough all around, and it's great that we're able to all come here and just celebrate together, and I love the fact that we can look forward to something that's going to be, I guess, hopeful coming from you, but also kind of looking back at the year, and I think that's important. But as far as the competition, right, so as far as your competition today, what are your thoughts on your competition? I mean, you're up against some pretty stiff competition, if I do say so myself.
I surely am, my friend. Like it's looking very interesting, to say the extreme least. I am against 3 other really experienced builders and people who have won the competition in the past. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how I stack up to them, if I do any.
Well, that's pretty fine. I think you will, but now, final bit there, so with the map, what do you think of this map as a map creator? Because I was just bragging to chat that you're also a great map maker, so what are your thoughts?
This intersection, yes. That's it. That's my description. Go download it now.
Okay, I will definitely agree with that. So, I mean, overall, do you feel like it's a map that's going to allow you to do what your goals were for this week? Or do you feel like it's a map that might maybe be throwing a wrench in your plans?
Not at all. It's a really good map, and my plans were not really based on the map either, so...
Oh, okay, that's good. Because a lot of times we do see people make plans with a certain map type in mind, and then that just gets thrown completely out, and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing!
Panic!
Yeah, exactly, panic. But anyways, folks, again, this is twitch.tv/Luca_Freeney. Be sure to check him out and see what he's all about. And Luca, we will be chatting with you around the halfway point. How's that sound?
Sounds amazing. See you then.
Awesome. And then that means that we are now on to Taradra. What's up, Taradra?
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Doing well, doing well. It's a beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. So, what do you think of today's map? A little bit out of left field with the Oasis feel.
Yeah, it's out of left field for the theme that you've got for it, for sure. But I can make it work, and we're making it work.
Awesome. So, now, as far as your ideas on the map, so does... because you've already mentioned that might alter what you're doing. So does it alter your plans greatly? Does it just kind of mess with maybe an aesthetic play? Or what's the story here?
I'm trying to just make it work. We're figuring it out as we go along. It seems to be okay. I keep coming up with more ideas than what I should be working on. I should use the KISS method and just keep it simple, stupid, but... You know, I gotta get that second place. So.
You know how we creatives are. Sometimes we get down a rabbit hole. It's like, well, just one more little thing, and then it's like, oh crud, I'm out of time. So I feel your pain. So what do you think of today's competition? You're up against Luca, Cybex, and Eclipse, 3 pretty experienced builders.
Yep, I'm excited. I can't wait to see all the cool stuff they come up with. and I'm a shoe-in for second place. That's what I'm shooting for.
Well, I mean, obviously, because you can't get first, because that's Polyphony's place, obviously. So,
Sure.
now, final little bit here. So, with your actual theme and with today's build, what are you going to be going for today? What can we expect to see from you?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the lake as a center point. We're going to build a city around the entire lake, and then we're going to have like an island, a manufactured island in the center where there's going to be a theme park and there's going to be fireworks.
Ooh, I really like that.
Celebrations.
Such a Taradra thing too. Just take something that's already a good feature and then make it even better. I love it. So again, I can't wait to see how this is going, and let's hope that you get at least second against Polyphony.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. So folks, again, this is twitch.tv/Taradra. Be sure to check him out, root for him, and let him know. Oh, and also, I want to take this moment. This is actually a bonus little thing. Taradra is now a Twitch partner. He is a Twitch partner for the past week now, and I really want to congratulate you as part of the Cities of Snap community. And actually, on behalf of the entire Cities of Snap community, congratulations. That's a really big mile mark for you, and I know that you've been gunning for that. Oh yeah, here. We'll do a quick fab, all right.
No, I was petting your hair. I was petting
Oh,
your
you're
hair.
petting my hair? Oh, wow. I thought it was going to be like a cool, like, bro high five moment. Anyway,
No,
so...
I was trying to pet your hair, but I was completely off from it.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. Here, I'll lean in if you want. No, just kidding. Anyways, but yeah, congratulations on behalf of the entire Season Snack community. That's a really big deal. And again, as a frequent participant, I can't think of anyone that has earned it more than you around here. So again, we'll be chatting with you later. Folks, again, twitch.tv/Taradra. Root for him. Also congratulate him on his new partnership status.
Whee!
All right, and then we'll take a quick break from that to welcome in our rating party. So, hi guys, we bring the StarCraft 2 community, and we want to know what the tournament is about and how it works. Do tell Captain Obvious. So, we're about halfway through our first round of interviews. We've got 4 builders. This is Cities in a Snap, a weekly city building competition where we have 4 builders building on the same map, same theme, and they don't know the map until about 30 minutes before the competition starts. They've been going for about 10 minutes. They've got about an hour and 50 left, and they are building the best that they can this city in just 2 hours time. And today's theme is New Year's 2021, because this is actually the last of our bracketed events, because next month is all special events. We've got some all-star events, we've got a special charity event, we're doing a special like staff version of this at some point, and we want to kind of send out the bracketed events with a bang. It's an absolute great time, Captain Obvious. And also, how was your stream? I hope it was great. You are also a legend around here. Ooh, great idea. Indeed, indeed. New keyboard and hit the wrong button. Sorry. No, you're fine, Pumpkinhead. So what keyboard did you get? There we go. Wait, Jedi told me there was 2 hours and 45 minutes left. No, he didn't. But yeah, Captain Obvious, and welcome in, Raiders. Let me know if you have any questions. I am your host for Season Snap, CastGem. If I don't answer the question for you immediately, be sure to pester one of my moderators in chat, and they'll be sure to go over and say hello to you and make sure that I see the question, because occasionally I do miss things. There we go. All right, how's work on the new sign-up sheet? Can't wait to test it. Ooh, the new sign-up sheet is not ready yet. Won't be ready for a couple more weeks. Because again, folks, the sign-up sheet is now going to be defunct. If you sign up on that sign-up sheet, in fact, I need to take it offline, but if you signed up on it for December or January, any of those, it is not active. There's going to be a new sign-up sheet, a new, more robust one. It's going to be absolutely great for January and whatnot. So let's go ahead, and we're going to be chatting with participant number 4 now, before we cycle back to 3, because that's logic for you. And we will be saying hello to Eclipse Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey, Kaz, how's it going?
Doing pretty well. It's a beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. So, why don't you tell us what you're thinking? I mean, you're rating champion. You've got 3 great builders gunning for you, and I threw a desert oasis map at you. So
you did. Thanks.
What's your thought
Kaz.
process?
Thank you for the desert.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's loads of fun. It's devoid of life. Well, apart from the trees. The trees are alright, I guess.
Oh, we like trees around here.
We do. I seem to be getting stuck in my own head and trying to do stuff, and I'm wasting time, basically, which is always good.
Oh, always good. But, so, as far as the actual map, so what do you think of the actual map? Obviously, we made the obligatory desert jokes. What do we think of the desert theme? Do we think it's going to work? Do you think it works for your build idea? And then what do you just think of the map overall? I think it's a beautiful map, personally, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, the map itself is fantastic. I do like it a lot, how it looks. It just wasn't what I was hoping for build today.
Nice. And then also, chat, keep in mind, if you have your bingo cards here, There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
floods are everywhere.
Flood, yeah. We've got flood off your bingo cards, folks. All right. So, and then as far as competition, so what do you think of today's competition? I mean, Luca, Charadra, Cybex, it's pretty varied and tense competition this week, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, it's very tense. Everyone's such a good person in their own right, and it's anyone's game today, really.
So,
And,
if you had to
yeah.
say that you're really worried about someone, so like, let's just say you had one person that you're absolutely threatened by, who would that be in this list?
Probably Cybex.
Why is that, out of curiosity?
Just because he is probably the most in line with what I am at the moment in terms of how I build, just because he's improved a lot recently.
Right, so
can't
he's
count out
similar
Luca,
to you, and it's hard to set yourself apart from him, is what you're saying.
Yeah, in a way.
Awesome. Well, that makes a lot of sense to me, but we're going to go ahead and get out of here because you've got a lot of building to do in the next hour and 45 minutes, and we've
yeah, I
got
do.
a giveaway to be returning to here in a moment. So again, folks, this is twitch.tv/EclipseChris, the reigning champion of Cities and Snap. Be sure to check him out, and we'll be chatting with you around the halfway point. How's that sound, friend?
Sounds lovely. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. And now we're on to the final participant, Cybex. What's up, Cybex?
What's going on? We're building now, or?
Yeah, we're building.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's okay. It's
If you don't mind, I think
only
I'll
lost
join you
15
guys.
minutes. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
think I'll join you guys. Okay.
Again, just to make things clear, folks, Cybex and I talked ahead of time. I even delayed by about 5 minutes because I didn't want him to like die in a traffic accident or something. So again, he's here now. He's operating at what looks like to be about a 15-minute disadvantage now, but that's okay. We talked about it. He had a work emergency, and he is the savior of some folks that got stranded in the middle of the woods, and he is that hero that we all need. And thank you for wearing a tuxedo today, keeping things very fresh.
Yeah, it's not just a tuxedo; it's a gold sequence tuxedo.
It's a gold
great.
sequence tuxedo,
Yeah,
of course it is.
it's the
So,
best.
what do you think of today's map? I mean, this is your first time seeing it. What are your reactions?
I will say, while I'm at a disadvantage in the build time, I'm actually pretty stoked because what I want to do is it's going to play right into, I think. So,
Ooh.
so
Wanna give
I'm
us a hint?
pretty excited. No, I don't.
What? Why don't you want
I'm
to?
under enough of a disadvantage.
How does telling me?
Okay,
give you a
okay.
disadvantage?
All right. I'll give it to you. It's a New Year's Eve theme.
That is so specific. I thank you for being so specific. Anyways, folks.
No problem.
So now, what do you think of your actual competition today? You've got some pretty stiff competition today.
Yeah, I think we're doing a hell of a job of finishing out the 2020 year and the 2020 brackets with some of the best. It's almost the All-Stars, right? Like, it's not quite the All-Star bracket, but we've got a heck of
that's
a
in a
group.
couple weeks. But yeah, this is a great group, and honestly, I can't think of a better way to end it, because also the variety is something that I absolutely love here, because we've got because you were pretty new to streaming Skylines and just the community in general whenever you started this competition at the beginning of the year. And then
Yep, absolutely.
Charadra is just a good old salt. He does fairly vanilla-ish, and then we've got Luca, who's a seasoned map builder, master detailer, and then we've got Chris, who is just great at the beautification and the scope and the scale, and it's great with this variety that we have this week, and I couldn't have asked for any better to close out the 2020 brackets. So
Yeah, I'm excited.
do you
man.
think that you've got a chance at taking out Eclipse Chris and replacing him as reigning champion?
I hope so, because whoever wins today gets to hold the title till January, right?
That's true. You will get to hold it until January. So is that the hope? How you've been
Yeah, that's
saving
it.
everything, save all the energy to win this week?
Exactly. That's what I've been doing. I've been losing on purpose all this time.
Okay, gotcha. So, anyways, folks, I just want to say hello to you, Cybex. I want to say that we're all rooting for you. And folks, of course, be sure to go on over, say hello to twitch.tv/Cybex streams, compliment, or say whatever you want about his gold sequence tuxedo, and we will be chatting with you around the halfway point. How's that sound?
Sounds
friend?
great, man. Can't wait.
Awesome. See you later. All right, and now we are back. I was wondering that too, AJ and Phil. What were you wondering? There we go. I just want to see someone going for a disaster build. That'd be fun. Full 2020 experience. I mean, hey, that'll work. But, so let's go ahead and... Ooh, it looks like Luca may have had a network error. Let's go ahead and check in with Luca really quick. So, Luca, what's going on? It looks like you might have a network error up here.
Sir? Oh, actually,
You might.
Uh,
Hang on.
it looks, on my end, it looks alright.
Okay, never mind. It looks like it fixed on it. It may have just been a Twitch derp. Never mind. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you be.
Alright.
All right, there we go. Thank you for that, Q-Boy. But yeah, it looks like it was just a quick little Twitch derp. There we go. You can rent suits. It's true, you can. Like, what else would you use that for? Yeah, you wouldn't own that suit. That's definitely one you would rent for the memes, and then you would send right back. But folks, also, I want to go ahead and make a quick little announcey bit before, because I'm going to go ahead and bring in Kitty Claw for the first of 3 giveaways. We'll be closing that out in about 10 minutes. But before then, I want to also spend a couple minutes. I want to tell you guys about some of the stuff that we've got going on. So first of all, thank you to everyone that has subbed already again today. Thank you again to all those that do sub in general. Really means a lot. Thanks so much for supporting this community event. Also, Patreon supporters, you have a special post available now. Patreon supporters now get a special Friday post from the Cities in a Snap staff, and that is exclusive to Patreon supporters, and that is typically a preview, question, or poll going into future events, like far out before even Discord knows about. So if you want to get the inside scoop, become a patron today at patreon.com/citiesinasnap. And then also, I want to take a brief moment to go ahead and thank everyone who works on the back end of this, because I cannot thank enough the people that make this event happen on the back end. So can we get a quick shout out for all of the moderation staff? And Pumpkinhead with converting a Prime Gaming sub to a Tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for converting that sub. High five. You are an absolute legend, Pumpkin. Never change. There we go. And then thank you so much for sending that love to the moderators from Anzaru, Gareth, and Nightmorphus. Yes, all of the sub hype for Pumpkinhead Live as well. And then also, let's go ahead and check out. So it looks like Luca has some fireworks. And I know everyone's probably going to go fireworks because it's New Year's. But folks, what are you hoping to see in this week's builds? What are you hoping to see? There we go. And then also, moderators, you rock. That's true, the moderators do rock. And then, quick reminder, you've got about 9.5 minutes to enter the current giveaway, courtesy of, I don't remember who it's courtesy of, but Katie Claude, I'm sure, will tell us who it's courtesy of. In fact, if I go ahead and type giveaway, it should give me the information, because I know my stuff. There we go. So it's Iron Dagger. There we go. Iron Dagger is the current giveaway. Be sure to use ! ticket or enter to go ahead and have a chance at winning that game, courtesy of the Cities in the Snap community. Giveaway is from me. So the giveaway is from Kitty Claude. All right. Well, thank you, Kitty Claude, for supplying that giveaway. There we go. It's courtesy of Kitty. There we go. She beat you to it. Iron Danger. Iron Danger, not Dagger. Whoops. I know how to read. I promise. There we go. Oh, as Charles' idea works out, I see him winning this. So why is that, Mighty-O? Because again, we don't know much about the other ideas. That's the thing that you can't really play into yet, because right now, he's the only one that he's given us an idea, but we don't know much about the others, because Eclipse Chris, I can tell you he's probably going to want to do something that's waterside. And then Luca, I have zero idea on. Absolutely no idea on. The only thought I have based on where he has that stuff positioned is, let's go ahead and zoom on him. Right now I have a little bit of an idea. It looks like he might be setting up for kind of like a downtown area that looks out onto the water, and then the water is where the fireworks come from, like maybe a fireworks barge type thing. That's something that I have in mind. I think that could work. There we go. And thank you for the follow the races, and also for getting that ticket for the giveaway. There we go. And then, folks, you got about 8 minutes left in that giveaway. Be sure to use ! ticket to enter. And then also a brief reminder that, again, there are no Cities in the Snap events next Saturday, but be sure to tune in 2 weeks' time for the All-Stars event, and then the week after that for the next event, which is going to be hosted in a Snap. And then after that, the charity event. So again, December is going to be jam-packed, lots of good stuff, and potentially some extra little things in the middle. And I'm not just talking about grudge matches, so stay tuned for that. And the best way to stay tuned is to follow on Twitter, turn notifications on so that you get all those notifications. And then also be sure to join the Discord. And also, a quick announcement about that. We have actually converted the announcement section to be an actual announcements channel. So now, if you want, you can take all the Cities in the Snap announcements and you can pipe those into your own personal Discord servers that you have. That's right, you can now do that because we have upgraded ourselves to a community server for your convenience. Hi CAS, hey Kaz, hi everyone, what's up Dr. Gunt? How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Are we doing absolutely legendary? Then White Series also failed to give away. That's okay. Successfully bought one ticket from Daisy Cakes. Nice. Thank you so much for entering that, because we can't wait to give that away to you. Again, that is going to be Iron Danger from Kitty Claude. Our giveaway warden has supplied that for us. Doing well, bud. Glad you're doing well, Dr. Gunt. Glad you are doing well. There we go. How's you doing? Toadie is wearing a giant Pikachu suit. I'm not even kidding. There we go. More on that later. I will be discussing that in a little bit in the back half of the stream, but I do have some funny little tidbits about that. There we go. There we go. So let's go ahead and see how some of the other competitors are doing. So let's go ahead and check out, first of all, let's see how Eclipse Chris, our reigning champion, is doing. So the reigning champion is down here, and it looks like he is really developing this area, and I think I was right, because I know Chris, he loves the water. He loves to try and build embracing the water, and I knew this the moment he built the key. He's probably going to be doing something overlooking the water. Now, something interesting, he's actually built a bridge that goes over the water. I'm not sure if he's going to have that come into play, but I would be curious if he does have it come into play as some sort of major feature. Because again, he loves making features in his city, particularly if it's not actually part of the theme. He loves doing it as a bonus thing. Hope everyone here is ready for this epic battle today. Oh, it's gonna be great. Knocking it out of the park. Every time you say giveaway, the remix plays in my head. What oh, really? Oh my goodness. There we go. How many ducks will we see today? Guesses, cast? I'm guessing we'll see at least one duck on Chris's stream, because Ernie will return. Ernie the duck always makes an appearance. Absolutely always. And then also, folks, it's really super important. So we now have a feedback form, and it's super important. I want everyone to take a moment of time and fill this form out. That form is going to help us, because we want to make sure that you guys have an anonymous way to give feedback to us. So be sure to fill out that form anonymously anytime you have any bits of data that you want to give us. Again, don't spam it, but obviously if you have some ideas one week and then you have other ideas the next week, that's perfectly fine. But go ahead and fill out that form, please. And even if you don't have much to say, please just fill it out and then fill in just some bare basics about it, because we really want to know more. We want to know more of what you guys are thinking, and we feel that an anonymous feedback form will help us get that feedback in a bit more variety and a bit more bulk than what we've gotten previously. There we go. All right, and also, so Taraja building, it looks like he's doing some parking lot action. Now, I'm curious what's happening here. Oh, I know what's happening. He doesn't know how to use the parking lot roads. Ooh, that's gonna be yikes for him. If he doesn't figure out how to do those parking lots, then he is going to be struggling. Ooh, man. And anyone that's like me and knows how to use those, that is just a little bit painful. How long do we think it's gonna be until Taraja figures this out? And remember, folks, we can't feed him the information. He's got to figure out. I know he can figure it out. He's a smart guy, but how long will it take? Oh, man, this is the good stuff right here. Tomorrow? You think he'll figure it out tomorrow? What? All right, and it does look like he is going with a very interesting island idea here. He's building, it looks like probably a theme park around the 2021, and that is actually really cool. Like the idea of having just an entire island dedicated to getting out of 2020 and into 2021. I can't wait to see how this pans out. I think he'll need some dogs, probably. This is the worst possible thing to try and figure out during CIS. Yeah, it probably is the worst thing to figure out during CIS. Now, granted, it's relatively easy, but only if you've seen it done once. And that's the thing, like, once you see it done once, it makes sense. It's like, wow, why didn't I see that? But in the interim, it's just like, what black magic is this? Where's the no controller? Maybe. There we go. No controller, I feel, is actually more intuitive, at least to me. But then again, that's just my personal biases getting in the way. So let's go ahead and check in now with Cybex. Now that he's finally had a little bit of time to get something built for us. And it looks like he mostly has just a bunch of road layouts, so that's a little disappointing. I was hoping that he'd have a little bit more of an idea down so far, but again, he is operating at a bit of a disadvantage, so he may just be trying to make up for time that he knows he doesn't have. Because keep in mind, he doesn't have any extra time to make up. Hour and 32 minutes, he is going to be judged alongside the rest of them. Everything's easy once you know how to do it. It's true. Okay, I hate that the island spells out 2021. So why do you hate that spells out 2021? I think it's a really great idea, personally. There we go. This is the worst possible thing to try. Yeah, maybe. All right, so let's go ahead and probably start drawing the giveaway. So, Kitty Claude, in about 2 minutes, we'll be drawing the giveaway. Am I going to be announcing that, or are you going to be announcing that? I need to know these things. There we go. Does he get 5 extra minutes? He did imply that he wants them. Obviously, they're there if he wants them. But I'm under the impression that he doesn't want them, is what it looks like. But again, that's completely up to him. He's not forced to take them. He has up to 5 minutes to make up at the end, but again, we'll have to just wait and find out. Garrett, the extra minutes were given at the beginning. No, the extra minutes were taken off. We just delayed it, Mighty O, at the beginning. We just delayed everyone by 5 minutes. That's all we did. We didn't do anything else. There we go. And then I'm still on husband watch, so if you can, that would be great. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, you pay attention to the mighty Mr. Kitty Claude, and we will be doing the drawing here in about 60 seconds. So in about 60 seconds, Kitty Claude is going to conclude that giveaway and start the next one, and it'll be absolutely beautiful. And Ship with the ticket, thank you so much. That really means a lot. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and send out a warning, because again, they are now down to just over 90 minutes left in today's competition. That means that they only have about 90 minutes to wrap things up, get everything built. But again, we are already seeing some really good things. Like, for instance, let's go see what Eclipse Chris is up to down there. Like, that's looking magnificent. He's basically rebuilding a kind of janky version of Parliament. No, he's rebuilding Parliament proper. Wow. That's interesting. Is he actually trying to do, like, New Year's on the River Thames? That would actually be really, really interesting. And Gareth with the gift sub to Made You Ship Your Pants. Thank you so much for that. It really means a lot. High five. There we go. Oh, and also, Ship, could I, Make Sure Your Pants, would you mind messaging me after this event? I want to run something by you. There we go. Mighty O, he is now. It's true. Was just about to do that. Rip. That's okay. We got you covered. And with 90 minutes remaining, we are now going to draw the giveaway. So let's see who that giveaway winner is. There we go. That bridge kind of throws it off, though. Just a little bit. But that's okay. Is that another fruit that Cyrus is building? Maybe. And Sammy Sosa has won the giveaway with a 5.26% chance to win. Get the hype rolling in chat for White Sammy Sosa. Congratulations on your key. Be sure to message Kitty Claw directly if you don't get it here soon, and she will make sure that you get your key, and it will be absolutely legendary. Okay, sounds good. DM me later tonight, season stuff. Yep. Just DM me on Discord. You know how to reach me. But yeah, we'll go ahead and have a quick chat, because I have a quick thing to run by you. There we go. Hashtag rigged. It's always rigged, but let's see if the next giveaway is rigged. And folks, again, I will go ahead and give Kitty Claw's usual spiel. We do these giveaways because A, we love our community, and B, we want to make sure that you guys are properly thanked in any way possible, because we would not have a super fun, super hype weekly build-off if it weren't for you guys. You guys are the community, and you are the backbone of this competition, and I want to thank you all for being such legends over this first year, basically, of Season Snap. Since we announced it in the beginning of January, and now we're in November, this has been a great community. Absolutely great. And folks, also, really quick reminder with that. Again, as the year comes to a close, next week, no Season Snap. Note the little schedule right above my head. No Season Snap next week. But then it's All-Stars, Season Snap, and then the charity event. The charity event is super hype. I've been working a little bit with Brainless on that. We probably need to run some tests with that, but we theoretically have the charity event stuff working. We theoretically have it working. We need to actually put through some tests at some point. But right now, it looks like the charity event is definitely set up. At least 90% set up. There we go. PM Kaz, I will check that out briefly, Kaz wife. There we go. There we go. Is that, I don't know what music is playing. Let me go ahead and mute it just in case it's not. There we go. It's possible that it went on to a different track, because again, I can't hear the music. So, yeah, it's campus radio, so it's actually okay, but we'll go ahead and just have this play instead. So let's go ahead and make the music come back now. There we go. But yeah, that was campus radio from City Skylines, but yeah. Let's go ahead and actually, I'm going to preemptively set up another thing here. If I can. There we go. That's fine. Okay. And let's drag this back and pull this back over here. Okay, we should be good now. Alright. It's CS Radio. Yeah, it was City Skylines Radio. There we go. And then the next one is the City Skylines Concerts DLC. Can we get the hype rolling in chat for that? That's going to be absolutely legendary. Absolutely legendary. Can't wait for that. There we go. All right, and then now let's see if we can keep pulling forward. And the next thing I want to do is I actually want to check out a little bit more of what Luca's doing up here. Because again, Luca's got some really good stuff up here. Sounded a bit like Ashley Simpson. I wish I didn't know that. I don't know who Ashley Simpson even is, Cuboid, so you know what? Cool. Oh, there we go. All right. And then also, I want to thank you all because I am getting some notifications over here on the right. Thank you to those that are filling in the feedback form already. We need more feedback. I would love to see everyone that's here fill out a quick feedback form again, if you can. Again, please don't feel forced to, but the more feedback we get, the better we can make the event for you, because we want to make this event better and better as we go, and the way we do that is with your community feedback. There we go. And then Azero successfully buying a ticket. Be sure to use ! ticket, folks. How bold of Chris to just terraform the entire map to his liking. Looks nothing like the original map. Actually, it doesn't look too dissimilar from the original map. It really doesn't. The only thing he's really done is he's expanded the green a little bit. That's really all he's done. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Now, obviously, you can definitely take that into account on something like the chat vote. But again, as far as the rubric, there's nothing against destroying the map if he did. But again, he hasn't really overdone the map, I don't think. I think the map still is in the character. He's still got the shapes. It still looks loosely like a desert around it, so even if there were a category, I'd say he's safe. There we go. Ugh, DMCA. I know, right? There we go. Narvis, just don't want us to get a DMCA strike. Right, yeah, exactly. And no, it's better to be safe than sorry with that stuff, so I definitely agree with that. And actually, I don't know why, because I have it on a special playlist that is supposed to only go through Synthetic Dawn Radio, and then the Mars soundtrack, and then the Classic City Skyline soundtrack. But for some reason, I guess it just went to campus for some reason, but that's okay. These things happen. There you go. That was a concern of mine. No, that's perfectly fine. And agreed. It could have been Gold FM. Yeah, Gold FM is the one you don't want to use. And Gold FM is the one that is bad. All right, so let's go ahead and back on out from Eclipse Chris, because again, he's doing quite well, but I want to see how everyone's doing here. It looks like Cinebex is already laying out what could be a central plaza, a central park, something like that in the middle. And I absolutely love that. I love the... Because again, most small towns, and keep in mind, a lot of times, all you can get is a smaller town cities in Snap. You have some sort of centralized park, and even large cities, you have one or two central parks that a lot of the downtown, a lot of the hustle and bustle is centered either around or next to. So I really like the idea that he's going for that immediately, and again, really leaning into the small town vibe of it, and then probably tacking the team on top of that. And again, that's probably the best move he can make given the amount of time he has left. It's fun to file a DMCA, it's true. It's fun to file a... I just saw what you did that too, that was actually funny. I like that. Hi, Daisy Cakes. And actually, believe it or not, Cuboid, it is not. It is actually a fair amount of paperwork for everywhere but YouTube. YouTube, it is actually easier for me to file a... And I kid you not, it is easier for me on YouTube to file a DMCA claim than it is for me to fight a DMCA claim on my own channel. I just want you guys to sit in that. Like, that is a little bit spoopy. It should be equally difficult, and I feel that false claims should lead to consequences, but that's just me. Anyways, I can watch about 1 minute without buffering max. Oh, try turning down the quality a little bit. That might help. We don't get automatic transcoding, unfortunately. Miss you, Kaz. Loving the face cam. Oh, I missed you too, Azera. But yeah, the face cam's looking great thanks to this lighting. And again, the Kaz community came together. They got me some lighting because if I turn off the lighting, you'll see the difference. Yeah, it starts to get a little bit wobbly in the background. It's not quite as flush, especially with the darker colors down here. Actually, that black right there, it starts getting a little bit spooky. So yeah, that's why you have to have this balanced lighting. It just kind of fills the green screen a little more, and it gives it a lot more of a balanced feel, particularly whenever it's the darker backgrounds. There you go. There's no transcoding. Oh, there's no transcoding. Yeah, we don't have automatic transcoding, folks. Only Twitch partners get automatic transcoding, and I wish we were at that point. But if you want us to get to that point, all you have to do is keep watching. You just have to keep watching week after week, and we will get there, and it'll be perfect and beautiful. There we go. There's a charity event on the 19th. That's my birthday. Rampone, well, happy birthday to you. We're actually still working on which charity we're doing for that, which is why we haven't put out a lot of announcements about that. And then also, Brainless Society and I have been working on the actual Twitch interactions for that. because the Twitch interactions are going to be very key to that. Because keep in mind, you're going to be literally buying disasters for the streamers' cities with your donations that day, and it's going to be lovely, absolutely lovely. There's no transcoding. Yeah, I wish there were transcoding, but folks, we will get there. Do not worry, it will happen. There we go. There's a charity. Yep, exactly. So let's also check in on with. I'm not 1000% sure about this. So maybe some of our UK friends can confirm. This is starting to look in the shape and the positioning of that bridge like he's trying to recreate the riverside part of London. It really feels like he's going for that here. There you go, good thing I get a bonus then. You get a bonus! Wait, why do you get a bonus? There you go. Oh wait, Christmas, that makes sense. Season staff, hello cows in chat, how is everyone doing? Potato Lord doing great, it's a beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. I'm not telling you. What? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing here. Now, again, do we feel like he's got enough time to do a convincing... Yeah, and again, he's got the Eye of London right there too. That's what he's doing. That's 100% what's happening here. Now, is he Now, do we have a good London Bridge asset? I wonder if we do have a good London Bridge or Tower of London asset. That should be really good. Is there a good London Bridge asset? There you go. This is going to be Victoria Station. Probably at this point, yeah, but he's missing the London Duck. Yeah, he's got to get that London Duck. He's doing a pretty accurate job. Yeah, because the shape seemed familiar to me. It seemed really precise and on point. And then whenever I saw Big Ben right there next to the bridge, I was like, okay, I see what he's going for here. Like, it was pretty much one of those things of once you see enough of the ducks lining up in a row, get it, ducks, because it's Chris, you end up just realizing what it is in the end. Does anyone have access to the same models? So, races, they do and don't. They have full access to the Steam Workshop. There are only a couple of things excluded from that. You can find more information on the website, citiesandsnap.com. And pretty much as long as they stay within those requirements, anything goes. So it also encourages folks to explore the workshop, because too often we all just have the same assets and the same mods, etc., that we just all use in our cities as kind of a cookie cutter. And leaving it open like that, it actually encourages people to explore more of the community and see, okay, hey, there's this asset creator that only has like 5 people have ever downloaded his stuff, but he has the best downtown office building I've ever seen. And we've actually made some great asset creator discoveries here because of that. So again, it's fairly open workshop as long as it's been publicly available for at least 24 to 48 hours. There you go. I wonder if there's a Millennium Bridge asset. Maybe. Oh, that'd be cool. The new Millennium Bridge. I would actually like to see that. That would actually be very beautiful in a lot of cities, not just London. No spoilers at all, but awesome. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely awesome. Ah, cool. That's what I was thinking. Races. Yes, anything on the workshop is allowed. Is this Waterloo Station looks a bit close to be Victoria? I don't know what she's going for, because I'm not familiar with the London train stations as a lot of other people might be. But it does look like he's actually going for the elevated approach, so I don't know if that helps you. But with the elevated approach, that might narrow it down a little bit for you. Millennium Bridge, now with extra wobble. Yeah, isn't it the one that, like, bends significantly if there's too much wind? I'm pretty sure I've seen something about that, and also it's been used in several movies since it was built. Yes, okay, it does. Isn't Waterloo on the other side of the river? I don't know. See, I can't tell which side of the river he's on. I think he's still on Parliament side, so I think he's still on the north side of the river, but I could be wrong about that. London Bridge Station is on the far side, beside the Shard. So basically, we're all going to be critiquing this as if it's actually London now. So let's go ahead and check out another build really quick. So it looks like Luca is going for some scenic overlooks here. Gotta love that look right there. I love that. Just adding all the little overlooks like that, and if you were to build a little suburban cul-de-sac right there, that'd be a very convincing little place just to go and have lunch. I would have lunch there, and I would even like the outdoors. And look, yeah, he's even removed some of the cross streets there. He's gonna have a straight shot down to where you can just see all the way out. I really like that. It's a great little touch. I've seen a couple of areas do that, not with quite as protruding of a thing, but maybe just like a little extra piece of pavement that goes out about 10 feet beyond the rest, where you can sit down and have lunch, and it purposely is on an overlook. But I've never seen it be on an actual elevated look like that. So that is, I think, very interesting, very unique to me. There we go. Glad there's no leaning tower of bridge. Bad idea. Wait, it doesn't actually lean. Oh, Waterloo should be behind the eye. At least as London Eye can be perfect. It's true, because it's in base game, so it's really hard to mess up. And it's right on the river, which is super ideal. So let's go ahead and check out what some of these other folks are doing. I am a little curious now about Taradra's build, so let's go ahead and check back in with him. And it looks like, yeah, he's got several little circles here. I'm not sure quite what he's doing. He might be trying to build up a park, maybe, or maybe even just a little bit of industry to support his city. I'm not really sure, because again, Taradra goes for function. That's something that he absolutely goes for, and obviously he goes for form as well, but function is something that he believes is key, and I tend to agree with him, so I am very curious if he's going to be making that a reality. There you go. Alright, then Warless should be behind the Gladstone lean. Okay, there we go. I'm all caught up on chat, that's the good news. There we go, get that wire out of the way. There we go. I was tired of that wire, like, coming across my shoulder, and it was just causing more problems than it was solving. There we go, okay. And we are back. Sorry about that. Had to take a quick little swig there. Thirsty work. So, looking at Taradra's build again, I do think that he's got actually probably his industry. Nope, he's going for a nature reserve. That's a little interesting. Now, I'm curious why he's adding a nature reserve not in that center part, but again, he's having an amusement park in the middle. So I almost wonder if this is going to be more of an event site type of build. So instead of having like a full supporting city, things like that, maybe he's just going for, hey, this is an event center that's like in the middle of this state, or, you know, off in the middle of nowhere, where people travel to for large events and then disappear from shortly after. So maybe that's part of what he's going for. Who knows? There you go. Same. It's never what I think it is. It's true. And Chris can launch fireworks from the park behind the eye. Maybe that's what he's going for. Maybe he's trying to recreate a specific fireworks show. That'd actually be really cool. And really hard to do, but honestly, I think it'd be well worthwhile. So now we're looking at Cybex again, and Cybex looks like he's got a little bit more city down. Still not a lot with the theme. He was playing with some water fountains. He was increasing their size with procedural objects, but again, he hasn't done a lot as far as the actual, well, as far as the actual theme yet. And I'm a little concerned about that, if I'm completely honest, but I'm not really sure what he's going for here. If anyone knows what his theme is it something that we can expect to see soon? Or is it something that we're going to have to just keep on waiting for? Because I am very curious what this is going to be, because this feels like the one that we know the absolute least about. Something like Burning Man? Yeah, something like a Burning Man, something like that. There you go. And then I have no idea. Okay. Kitty Claude's like, dude, I normally know, but this time he's completely on his own. So Kitty Claude, you just left Cybex unbabysitted for a while. Oh my goodness. You're supposed to be babysitting him. What's the theme this week? Sorry. It's New Year's 2021. So they are building the best New Year's 2021 representation. So basically, the New Year's that's happening in a month or so, they're doing their best representation of that. Because again, this is the last bracketed event of the year, because next week, no season snap, then all December is special events. We've got several of them, as we will see here in just a moment. We've got All-Stars on the 5th, Hosts in a Snap, so me and Lemon Pops on the 12th, and then, of course, December 19th, the charity event, Disasters in a Snap. That is something that me and Brainless are working on, and we are going to be getting that ready to go, and it's going to be absolutely great. Once we have that available for you all, I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's going to be absolutely legendary. I'm completely in the dark this time. There we go. But yeah, so this is the last bracket event, because after this, it's all preset, pre-scheduled stuff, and outside the usual brackets. So whoever wins this is the final champion of 2021. And I think that's going to be absolutely legendary. I can't wait to see who wins this. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with it. There we go. All right, and then, so, what do you guys think so far? Whose idea do you like the most? Do you feel like anyone actually has the idea yet? Because right now, the only ones we know a little bit about are really Eclipse, Chris, Taradra, and a little bit Luca. Because it looks like Luca is also doing something with putting the water show in the water and then doing like a waterfront city around it. It looks like Eclipse Chris is maybe trying to recreate part of London, which I think is really interesting. And then Taradra going for kind of the event center type thing with the big 2021 island in the middle. So I'm incredibly curious about this. I think it should be good, but I'm still really not sure what Cybex is up to. I think he's getting confused. You mean 2020? New Year's 2020, 2021, whatever it is. the New Year's that's coming up in like a month. You know what? 2020's been a blur to all of us. Let's just accept that 2020 is almost over. There we go, but we'll let it off. Yeah, we should let me off, because I deserve to not have that thrown in my face. So, let's check in a bit more with what Luca is up to. Because again, Luca's up to some good stuff. It looks like he's placing some water towers. A lot of water towers, if I'm honest. Now, it does look like he's making these more aesthetic water towers, which I'm actually a fan of. I think water towers are a great aesthetic to add to a city, or to a building, or to a campus, or a compound. A bunch of different things. And I'm insanely curious what he's doing with them and what this build is. It looks like it could just be a generic treatment center of some sort. Maybe for waste and water, maybe it's just for fish. Oh, it looks like it's purely for fish, but he happens to have an incinerator nearby. So that actually makes sense, having an extra tank so that you can pull in extra water for all the fish. So you know what? I like that. Water towers remind me of House of Mouse. Wait, really? I don't know what that is, but I don't want to know, probably. There you go. Take it for rigged giveaway. Just me. Oh my goodness. How are you doing, Just Me? Hope you're doing well. And yes, a ticket for the rigged giveaway. So Just Me has entered, which means clearly no one else is set to win today. Disneyland? Okay, gotcha. I've never been to Disneyland, so I wouldn't know. There you go. I would be disappointed if no one blows up a giant 2020 sign, similarly to what John Oliver did. I don't know who John Oliver is, but sure, why not? We can hope for you there. So let's go ahead and see what Taradra's up to. Looks like he's about to do some mass zoning, but it's with offices, so it's not the end of the world. It's always residential mass zoning that gets you into trouble. But it does look like maybe he's going for more than just an event-type center, because he is starting to actually develop a lot of buildings. He's got offices. It looks like he might be playing with higher densities. So I'm actually really curious what he is doing for the aesthetics. Again, the theme part, it does look like we know that. But again, is this going to be an event park? Is it going to be a town in its own right? Is it going to be subsidiary of a smaller city? We just don't know. It's great. Acceptable is here. So much stuff connected to studies going on for now. But I got a new GPU. That's great. I'm glad you got a new GPU. New GPUs are always hype. I've got my old GPU. Oh, by the way, I want to take a brief moment to say something about this. So I actually managed to repair partially that old GPU, the old graphics card that used to run this event and all my personal streams, all of that. And yeah, that is partially fixed. I haven't gotten it up to full clock yet. It's still got a couple of other issues on there, a couple shorts that I'm trying to resolve. Like I'm actually taking the soldering kit and I'm trying to resolder a couple parts. So it looks like I might be able to resurrect it with a little bit more work, but I don't know to what capacity it's going to be at the end. Right now it can run at about 50 to 60% capacity, which is pretty good for a 1070. But I want to try and get up to like 80 or 90, because if I can get to 80 or 90 and clock it there and have it sit there, then I think that's a usable card at that point. And maybe when I get him there, he'll know. It's true. Oh, yeah, you can play all those games you want. It's true. Yeah, exactly. All those games. So, I mean, like, why do we even have giveaways? It should just be like giveaways and then giveaways that just me can't enter. That's really what it should be. I've been to the Paris one twice, and it's both perfect and beautiful, just the way we like it. Nice. I'm glad that you've enjoyed your time there, Gareth. And folks, in about, let's say about 5 minutes, that's right, in 5 minutes, we will be we will be ending the current giveaway, and then we'll start the third giveaway once we're out of the second round of interviews. So again, in about 5 minutes or so, giveaway 2 ends, and then we'll go into our midway interviews, and then we will go into the third giveaway after that. Has there ever been a CIS without infinite money, or would that be impossibly difficult? Yes, we have had that Festivities. We have actually had that, and we want to start doing more of that. We want to start having other brackets, because something that we've gotten a lot of feedback on in the past, and again, if you have more feedback on this, positive, negative, or otherwise, please fill out a feedback form. Use the feedback command to go ahead and find that form. If I can go ahead and type it in right here. There we go. So feedback right there. Be sure to fill out that form. If you have any input like that you don't want to make public, or maybe it's really too detailed, and you don't want to post it publicly in the Discord, or you don't want to message me because you want it to be more anonymous, please fill out that form. We are interested in your feedback. If there's an event you want to see, if there's something you want to see us do better, if there's something that you think we do that's cringy, whatever it is, we want and need your feedback. Hey Kaz, could at some point you talk about the DEC Snap for Charity? What charity will we be supporting? Yes, Rolling Panda Arts. I can kind of talk about that. So, the Disasters in a Snap charity event on December 19th, I don't know 1,000% which charity we're doing yet, because I'm narrowing it down. Basically, what we'll be doing is, obviously what a lot of people know is, with the global pandemic happening, a lot of families, a lot of children, just a lot of people are short on food. People are what's called food insecure. And so I'm trying to figure out a good international, or at least multinational, but I'm looking for a global one if I can, food pantry, or just food service organization that actually will help get food to families in need during the holiday season. Because again, with the pandemic happening, a lot of people are food insecure for a multitude of reasons, and I think that that's something that can really help a lot of people, and that's something that a little bit of donation can go a long way in a charity like that. So again, that's what we're aiming for. I don't have the exact charity name yet for you. I'm hoping to have that by the time the All-Stars event comes up on December 5th for you. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you. Anytime, Rolling Panda Art. That is what I'm here for. I'm here to answer your questions. But Paris has the best Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain. Ooh, that's a big claim, but Florida has Universal Studios. It's true. Florida's closer to us, and there are 4 parks. It's true. That's awesome. Thank you. Anytime. And then shout out to Kiki for not having enough money to finish his entrance roundabout. That was funny. That was really, really funny, Azera. I didn't even remember that until you just now mentioned that, but yeah, that's right. So Kiki actually, one time, whenever we had a budget at one point, he didn't have enough money to get through his roundabout. Now, something that we've actually considered, because again, a lot of people have wondered, why don't we have more vanilla? Why don't we have more of this? A lot of people just want more. And we want to do more, but a big thing is time. A big thing is time and time investment. So again, that's something that we are building towards, something that we do want to do. But again, it's something that just please bear with us, and please give us the feedback as to what you want and how you want it, so that we can prioritize different projects. For instance, that's why we prioritized and sped up the Grudge Matches project. And the Grudge Matches project is going very, very well. I think it's been really great. I love all of the showdowns that we've had so far. And I think the next Grudge match, I believe, is going to be Kitty Claude versus Graph and Me. So that'll be fun. Oh, wait, was that public? I think that was public. If that's not public, then it's public now. Oops. There we go. Nah, they don't enter the park. Locals avoid the park stuff. It's true. Fair enough. Go for Orlando then. There we go. But I don't really have an opinion. No, it wasn't. Oh, well, forget that I said that, folks. Never mind. That's not actually a thing. That's not a thing. Forget what I said. Forget what I said. Forget what I said. For some reason, I thought it was public information, but it's not. We're going to forget what I said. Did you all forget it yet? Is my hypnosis working? We saw it Saturday, but I think I can do it till next year, as it probably will be on Friday, so I need to take time off. Gotcha. Yeah, and that's my fault. Vanilla month? So a vanilla month, maybe, but actually one thing that we have considered is we've considered just doing full-on separate brackets. We've considered doing the standard bracket, so this bracket with all the mods, all the assets, and then we've considered doing a separate vanilla bracket. This is something that has been very deeply considered. Really, the biggest issue is my personal schedule. So if I can figure out a way to shoehorn it in, then we will make it happen. Because the big thing is we have to try and get it set up to where it actually works and where it makes sense. Because obviously, this time, this day of the week, is a free-ish time for a lot of people, a lot of fans of the community, etc. That's why we like this time. And technically speaking, the other good time for that would be the Sunday. Problem is, Sundays are my only day off right now, because I stream Monday through Thursday. Friday is an admin, YouTube, and Cities and Snap kind of prep day, and then Saturday is a large chunk of Cities and Snap. So Sunday is currently my only day off. So that's why it's been really hard to organize this and try and get it set up, but we do want to get set up, just we need to figure out what we can do. There we go. Brian Convene for voting on Garrett Graff. There we go. No, not at all. Blame time zones. Yeah, exactly. Forget what? Exactly. I missed it. Say again. Captain Obvious, I was saying just how much you are a wonderful human and deserve to be held on a pedestal among the best. Does that work, Captain Obvious? Also, can I get my check for saying that? You said I get a check every compliment I give you, so I'll take the check. Make sure to mail to 123 Cash Gem Way. Don't send it to 345 Cash Gem Way. I moved from that house. That house is a little too jank for me, but yeah, 123 Cash Gem Way. And yeah, I'll be sure to get it. There go, blame short days and not enough free time. Exactly. Over there shall be a grudge match closely by IDK, who with, who, what, and when, where. Exactly. There are actually a few grudge matches coming up, though. One of which is myself versus Jedi. Another one is Eclipse Chris, this guy, versus me, because that's right, I've been challenged, and I have actually accepted both of those for some reason, so we'll be doing that, and there's also a rematch happening at some point between two previous competitors, and possibly a second rematch happening as well. And remember, folks, if you want to challenge someone to a grudge match, be sure to visit the website and see some information on the grudge matches, or use the grudge match command here in chat. Who will be hosting those? The grudge... Oh, I mean, they don't really require a host, Maestro, so I'll probably just host it while I'm sitting there and trash-talking Jedi and Eclipse Chris respectively. Obviously. Karen will have it too tomorrow. Good, good, good. Thank you so much for sending that through Karen, because honestly, I mean, Karen's such a wonderful assistant. She just nodded her head, and then she rolled her eyes, so I'm not sure which of those answers to respond to, but I think that means that she'll actually give me the check. Alright, order more free time. There we go. There you go, Gareth, it's so simple. Cass and for breast cancer ladies are supposed to co-host you and Jay. That's right! Oh, never mind, I forgot that, yeah. So, yeah, no one will host me and Eclipse Chris, but the breast cancer event ladies, all four of those lovely ladies are going to be hosting, or as many of those possible, are going to be hosting me versus Jedi. That's right, that's what we agreed to. There you go, Season 7, what's up, added dude? Hope you're doing well. Sup, Kitty Pod? Ha, Kitty Pod, love it. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive in. Kitty Claw, did we draw that giveaway? Did we draw that giveaway? Do we have a giveaway winner? No, we don't have a giveaway winner yet. Kitty Claw, we need a giveaway winner. I want a giveaway winner before I do halfway interviews. Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Alright, let's see who the winner. And the winner is... Jesse Griffin with a 5.88 chance of winning. Congratulations. Be sure to message Kitty Claude if you don't get your key directly. And we will be back with the third giveaway just after these halfway interviews. So let's go ahead and get those interviews started, shall we? Because we got about 1 hour remaining. That's right, you got about 1 hour remaining. And it is time for us to visit the first of our participants, Luca. What's up, Luca?
Hi, Kaz. How are you? Welcome back.
Oh, doing well. It's about that time. I mean, about half your time's gone. So, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking doing all right. Sort of, maybe, hopefully.
Really? So, do you feel like you're ahead? Are you behind? Are you maybe on pace? How are things going for you?
Behind a bit, probably a lot.
Ooh, so why are you behind? What's going on? I won't tell anyone. I swear, this is just you and me.
Sure. I'm not really sure. To be fair, like, I feel like there's something missing. I just, you know, when you get that feeling that something is not right.
Yes, all the time, literally
Yes.
every moment of every day.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
So,
so
yeah,
I mean, how's the theme going for you? Do you feel like you're doing the theme? How's your city going? Just walk me through it then.
So we just reached the 1 hour mark, which means I'm gonna start with the theme, and the theme is gonna be that. So this is a port city. It's a dislocated city. So it used to stand like somewhere down here. Then they built the dam, right? So they relocated the entire town up onto the valley, and then because the local government decided to put a lot of anchovies into the water of the lake to get the local economy going, they have become sort of a port town, and they have I saw these around dams in North America, and it's really interesting concept. So I guess rich people would come here, get their boats onto the tarmac, and just get onto the lake, which I think is a really cool idea. So I'm trying to recreate that. Yeah, I think it's gonna the end of the year theme is gonna revolve around the water coup. I want to have a few water things, possibly maybe, and try to get that on, and a lot of viewing areas on top of mountains. And the reason for the viewing areas is because, even though we don't want people to gather up into one single place, we can still celebrate, right? So the idea is that there is a national park or national forest just on these mountains, right? And this road leads there. So the town decided to organize a spot, like a pretty large spot, where there are going to be a lot of seats, and they're going to be able to look down to the water, and there's going to be a fireworks festival going down there.
Oh, I like that. I really like that. And I really like the idea, too, of the displaced town idea, because, again, that is something a lot of people don't think about, because whenever we're thinking about, oh, we just built this reservoir, very rarely does the reservoir go up and people aren't affected. Normally, there's because, I mean, if it's a source of water, you've got someone that lives near it, so you've got to coordinate things, and sometimes it affects things downstream just as much as upstream, and I think that's really interesting that you've spoken about that issue. And side note, yes, for what you're talking about there with the boat entry, typically what happens is you have it on a trailer, and then I've seen it done before. I've never done it myself because I've never actually been on a boat, but I've seen people do it, and basically you just back your boat trailer up to the water, and then you disconnect it from the connectors, and then as you drive forward, the boat stays where it is, and then it ends up perfectly on the water. And it's basically just a quick little thing to get your boat in the water easier.
Interesting, so I guess I should have a road to that.
Yeah, I would. Well, I mean, I won't tell you what to do, but that's what you're
Too
referring
late,
to.
you already did.
Anyways, I don't think I told you. I think you inferred that on your own. Because remember, I don't help participants. You inferred that on your own. Anyways, so as far as your actual build goes, I like the idea of it, and I want to encourage you to, just keep on keeping on. So, folks, I want to encourage you now to go check out Luca, let him know what's happening, and also be sure to root for him and let him know that he's awesome. And Luca will be chatting with you near the end. How's that sound?
Sounds great. See it ended.
Awesome. And now we're on to participant number 2, Taradra.
Hello,
What's
sir.
up, Taradra? Hello.
sir.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, I like that. Hello, sir. How are you doing, sir? Anyways, no. So, you've got over half the time.
for that's later, by the way.
Oh, okay, that's later. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, over half your time's elapsed. Are you
Yep.
feeling like you're on pace? Are you behind? Are you maybe a little ahead?
I
how are we
don't know
feeling?
how to use the parking lot tool, and it scares me because I don't.
Oh, I've
understand
been
it.
laughing about that for about an hour. By the way, just straight up, full disclosure. I wish I could tell you how to use it. It's one of those things. Now you're gonna laugh whenever you do look up how to use it later. It's one of those things that once you see it once, it's like, how didn't I know this? And you'll get a good smile out of it, a good chuckle. I guarantee it. But it's okay. A lot of us have struggled with that at first. It's just one of those things. But still. So other than the parking lots giving you a big, basically the middle finger, how's the rest of your build going?
It's all going well. I really was relying heavily on that though, so now I just got to figure out what's going on. Maybe I'll take another 20 minutes and try to read about it.
Hey, it's your time to use. I mean, why not? But so it is a beautiful asset though, and I do agree. I did see what you're going for with kind of having the parking lot going kind of up towards the nature reserve, but also to where you could theoretically just peel off and then just sit in that adjacent area just to watch the fireworks.
So the parking lot was going to lead up to the theme park that the 2021 is in. We're still going to make the theme park, but it's just annoying that I don't have the parking lot working.
And it's just, and again, because I can see what you're going for, and it's going to be brilliant. If you figure it out, it's going to be brilliant. And even if you don't, you'll figure out something. You always do. So anything else you can tell us about your theme? Because it's a really cool thing. A lot of people are hyped about that island. I know I'm hyped about it. I think it's great. And because actually what we were mentioning is it kind of feels like a Burning Man or a Woodstock type thing where it's more of an event city than a city, if that makes sense.
So no, it's like a smaller city that has a spectacle. And what they do is this is all like sand. So they dredge it into the shape of the year every year, and they have a little celebration there. And I mean, it's a large city. It's just around the entire lake, because back when the pioneers were there. No, I'm just kidding. But it's houses and stuff. We're probably gonna have a couple thousand people, but it's not. I mean, it's not anything crazy. But it's out in the middle of the desert, so you don't really have much to work with.
No, and I like that. But I mean, honestly, dude, just go with the pioneers. Just we can see some Conestoga wagons coming through.
Yeah, tumbleweed.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have a tumbleweed. What's a good city without a tumbleweed? I mean, come on.
You're 100% correct.
Yeah, so overall, I love the build. I love all that. Now, final thing here is with your actual... Because, again, you told me last time, I'm going to learn to detail. And I will tell you, boy, you learned how to detail. And I loved it. It's great. I loved the detailing you did, and it took leaps and bounds. I mean, you even saw in your rubric that, I think that's the best detailing beautification score I've given you yet. So can we see some... I'm curious, are we going to see more evolution of that today? Or are you just going to kind of sit
If
on
I can
your...
get parking lots to work, yes, but otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here and scream at the computer for like an hour.
Okay, I mean, let's be honest. We all scream at the computer for hours on end anyways, for various reasons. It might as well be for something fun like parking lots. So, is there anything else other than parking lots that we can look forward to seeing you work with here in the back half?
No, just look forward to a beautiful city in the end.
And lots of
Second place
cursing and
worthy.
swearing about parking lots, obviously.
Yeah, second place worthy.
Awesome. Well, we'll hope that you get second, folks. Be sure to give Taraja some love. Be sure to root him on, and also be sure to let him know that you like his city. Whether you like it or not, that is a command. And
Don't
we
lie
will
to
be
me.
chatting with... Okay, fine. Don't lie to Taraja.
Don't lie to me.
Anyway, so, folks, be sure to check him out. Twitch.tv/Taraja. He's an absolute legend, and we will be chatting with you later, friend.
All right, dude. Have fun.
All right. And now we're on to Cybex Streams. What's up, Cybex Streams?
Hey, what's going on? How are you, Mr. Kazjan?
Nice. Ooh, I like that boat. I think I know what that boat's going to be used for.
As we do every week, can you maybe help me out with like what everybody else is doing?
We've got one person building Disneyland. We've got another person that's building a real recreation of my house using a bunch of roads, and it's very intense. And then we've got someone else that is building something that kind of looks suspiciously like a giant chicken, but I don't actually know for sure. So, I mean, there's the lowdown. I can expect my check in the mail, I assume. But, So how is your build doing?
It's going great, man. It's going awesome. I'm having a lot of fun. And should have some of the cool parts of the theme actually coming together just as soon as I get done talking to you, so I don't spoil it on the midway meeting.
Ooh. Now, something I do like here is I actually like the build palette that you've got down there. I like the, it almost feels like a small, almost European city. Is that kind of what you're going for here?
Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of got a European American vibe. So I wanted to make that very clear, European American, because I seem to annoy a couple people in chat last week with my American Oktoberfest. So I want to make sure it's clear now.
No, it's perfectly fine. Dude, again, the Oktoberfest build was great, and can we expect to see something else great like that this week?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think you guys are gonna really like what we're working on. So I'm really excited about the
And it
final
sounds like you
product.
got the Cybex sets there to help you. So
I tell you
what do
what.
your advisors, the Cybex sets, think?
They said that my jacket's too bright, but I everything they own has sequins on it, so I think I fit right in with all the ladies in the house. So
hey, that is perfectly fine. That's all that matters. As long as you get the approval of the little ones, that's all that matters. But
That's true.
Final little bit here. So, what can you give us another hint other than it's New Year's related for what you'll be doing? Because I've made a couple predictions to chat, and I want to see if they follow through.
Well, can you share what your predictions were?
My predictions have to do with those boats that are out there.
Okay, so what about them?
I'm not going to tell you what, because I don't want to accidentally give you the
that's
idea.
true.
Yeah.
We're going for I don't know. I just feel like I can't spoil it. So we're gonna have a main centerpiece of our park right here, and we're gonna have some action out on the barges. How about that?
Okay, hang on. Hang on, really quick. I want you to give me this hint, but before you do, I'm going to write down my prediction on this back of envelope.
No, it's not that I don't want to give it to you, because I don't want to spoil the surprise for the end of the tour.
Gotcha. Okay. So
Yep.
I'm gonna write my prediction down on here for chat, just that they know.
Yeah, I think I'm just planning on going out with a bang by the end of the event.
Oh wow, you can't see that at all. I'll just have to tell chat once we're all chat with each other. So, again, this is twitch.tv/Cybex Streams. Be sure to check him out, root for him, let him know whether you like his city or not, and we'll be checking in with you for the end interviews. How's that sound, friend?
Sounds awesome, dude. Can't wait to talk to you.
Awesome. And now we're on to Eclipse Chris. What's up, Eclipse Chris?
Hey, Kaz, welcome back.
Awesome. Oh my goodness, you added it. I was curious if you're going to be adding it, and you did. Okay,
Of course I was. Why would I not?
I didn't know if we had that asset on the workshop, believe it or not.
Oh, we did.
It's not shocking. Just I hadn't seen it before. Like, let's be real. I expected it, but I wasn't
Yeah.
relying on it. And I think you can agree with me that it's like it makes
I'm
sense,
happy
but
with that,
also
that's fine.
there's
It
some
worked.
obvious
There we
things
go.
that aren't in the workshop. Like we didn't have a Chrysler building for the longest time. Like
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
very
there's-
right, yes.
like there's lots of random things like that you think we'd have. Anyways, so
Anyway.
you're obviously trying to build London. I mean,
Yeah, not need a bit longer than 2 hours.
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it looks actually really good. And actually what gave it away to me was about 2 minutes after your interview, because I was telling Chad, I was like, the way he's building this building, the way that the waterfront is going, I think I know what he's recreating. And then I saw you placing Big Ben, and I was like, yep, called it.
Yep.
Because it was
it.
It was the placement of what your Parliament building is and the bridge that was immediately like that, and like the key walls and all that. I was like, oh, is he doing the thing? Is he doing it? And it was just like, yep, okay.
I did the thing.
Are you trying to recreate a specific real life fireworks show, or are you trying to put your own fireworks show in London?
It's basically, it's the London fireworks show around the London Eye. So that's what I'm trying to go for. I spend a bit too much time doing the river and stuff, so I might not be able to complete as much as I want.
Well, hey, I mean, you're an expert. You've got 46 minutes left. That's plenty of time. So, other than that, do you have any fun little, I guess, twists and turns that you're going to be taking us on as you try to complete this build? Because obviously the build has me hyped. A lot of people in chat have been sounding off. They seem to love the idea. So, I mean, what do we think?
It's definitely going to be a light show. Is going to be the focal point, I guess.
Gotcha. So now the next thing is, I guess, no, I'll leave it a single part. It was going to be 2-part, but I'll leave it for the interview at the end. So, as far as the wanting to do the London fireworks show, was this something that you had as an idea from the beginning of, hey, I want to try and also you're doing the Contemporary Business Center next to it and just about the right place? Love that.
It's going to be a bit jank, but it's something.
It definitely, it represents what it is. And now
exactly, that's what I'm going for, just the representation.
I completely lost my question with it, but that's okay.
We got Tate Modern. We got the Tate.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, I'll remember what it is eventually, but hopefully I'll remember it by the end, because for now, I'm going to let you go until your halfway interviews are here. And folks, be sure to check out twitch.tv/EclipseChris, and we'll have to see if you're able to defend your title or not. So I have curiosity, do you think you have a shot at defending it still?
I always have a shot at defending stuff, but I'm not too worried if I don't, because it's a bit of the competition. Anyone can win, and I would want other people to win, just because I want people to beat me.
Awesome, but remember, if you do win, you'll get to stay reigning champion until January. So there's some incentive for you. Well, because there's no more bracketed events the rest of the year.
Before you do go, we do have Renham Industries.
I don't know what that is. What's
IT
Renham
Crowd?
Industries? I've never watched IT Crowd.
You've not seen it? Chat. You should rip him on for that one. He's not done it. He's not seen it.
I'm gonna leave you be in the meantime. And folks, this is twitch.tv/EclipseChris. Be sure to check him out and tell him what you think of him, and we'll be chatting with you later.
Cool.
Awesome. And now we are back in Quadrants. Cajun UK's NYE is a fireworks show in Big Ben on the TV every year. Gotcha, makes sense. Also, Humboldt has a huge Paradox sale, including cities and DLCs. They do! Let's go check out that thing. Pop culture references are wasted on Cajun. Not always. Well, we can't see because someone make a UI hide the original name of the town. RIP. There you go. I know that. It's true. OMG. That's awesome. There you go. Educate him. That's amazing. All right, he has my vote. It's sad Eclipse Chris didn't make an event connected to celebrating ducks. There is a duck on the river, though. We have a duck on the river. So, my prediction for Cybex, I think a couple of people in chat have gotten it, but fireworks barges. It's just so obvious. It's going to be fireworks barges. It's just going to be fireworks barges, very similar to what a lot of water-based areas do. You just put your fireworks on a couple barges, and you either have them stay stationary or you have them move to interweave where the fireworks are. And it's actually a very, very great method of doing that. That way you don't have to build permanent platforms. There you go. He doesn't get Seinfeld references either, for shame. Just me, there aren't too many ducks on the themes. It's true. It's great for safety. Definitely great for safety. Definitely. And then also, folks, there is a Humboldt sale, as Kitty Claude has mentioned. And also, Kitty Claude, let's get that next giveaway rolling. And what is the next giveaway? Let's find out what that is. Here in Folsom, Wilo, there's an old Mormon settlement that was flooded when the Folsom Dam was built. When the lark gets really low, people can actually walk out to the old town. That's interesting. Okay, I know at least 4 modular parking lots assets. Yes, there are a lot of them. But the big one that people are using these days, and the one that he's trying to use, is the big parking lots assets. It's a great set of assets. I think if you go to my personal channel and type !parking, it comes up with a link to it. I don't know for sure if that's still there or not. And then hello Mooks, hope you're doing well, my friend. Then you realize you don't have four-wheel drive, good tires, and your car goes slowly in the water and you can't stop it. Rip. Never been in a boat? That's true, I've never been in a boat, Gareth. I have never been on a boat. I was saying hi? You were saying hi, it's true. You said my name? Yeah, she was saying hi to you. Good thing I have saved up on internet bandwidth. Just noticed I am 11 gigabytes over cap. Oh, Skipper, that's a lot. Dear goodness. He needs more roundabouts. Probably needs more roundabouts, Gareth. You are correct about that. I thought that was a boat ramp, so he's doing good. And yes, races. I think it was fairly obviously a boat ramp. There we go. Big parking lot roads. Yep. There we go. And now mixed roads. No one said there can't be. The third giveaway is Distraint 2, a horror game from King Prox as a Steam key. Now, it's pronounced Thames. Yeah, I know it's Thames, just I always want to add the H, and I don't know why. I know it's Thames. I've heard it said. I've said it a million times, but I still say Thames sometimes, and it bugs me that I do that. It absolutely bugs me. Yeah, he was just acting as if he didn't know what it was. Previous winners have not messaged me. Gotcha. Say I'm not into horror, so no ticket this time. Like tens, but with an M. There we go. And then let's see here. A big for medium flat parking, modular for small narrow ones, and parking garage for huge multi-level stuff. Yeah, and I definitely agree with that, Just Me. Now, what's interesting is, Just Me, take the big parking lots assets and build them with a large parking garage in the middle of it. That's a fun concept. So that way it looks like some big mall parking. I've done that on my stream a couple times, and it is a really great concept. Because that way, because again, it's something that you see so often in life. You see, okay, lots of parking lots surrounding this giant mall. Then there's the parking garage or two next to the mall that are still part of the parking lot. It's just part of the parking lot was destroyed to put a big parking garage on. And I think it's a really cool idea. Definitely a cool concept. And it looks really great if you manage to get those roads finangled just right for it. There we go. Be sure to use exclamation mark ticket for this horror game. There we go. And then previous winners have not messaged me. So, previous winners of today's giveaways, be sure to message Kitty Claude so that you can claim your prizes. Have a towing company right next to the parking garage. Pro University Strat. I haven't been told at all. What? That is actually really funny. That is actually really, really funny. There we go. Marshall brought a ticket. They brought a ticket. That next to an airport would be really cool. It would be very cool. Hey, K Claude, how are you? There we go. In fact, I should probably, like, post a picture of that sometime, because I did a really good job that one time. And look, Luca's giving us a preview of what his city area is going to be looking like. And that's looking brilliant. I love that. I can't wait to see how the fireworks look from up there. That is looking really excellent. It's even got, like, some sitting areas. Oh, my goodness. Socially distanced fireworks event. I love it. Absolutely great. That's going to be a great thing. And see, something like this is going to be all about those views at the end. And you got to have the great views, the perfect vistas. It's going to be absolutely perfect. There we go. And then scrolling up. There we go. Okay, and I'm all caught up on chat, it looks like, right? I don't think I missed anything in chat. Good. I think we're all caught up. Beautiful. Then go ahead and get a quick swig before we continue. There we go. The day today with family was lovely. Nice. I'm glad that you've had a good, busy day. Because a good, busy day is far more preferable to a bad, busy day. All right, and then again, folks, quick plug for be sure to enter the feedback form. So use the exclamation mark feedback command to give some feedbacks. Again, we're still planning the early parts of 2021. That's right, we're doing the early planning for the first part of next year, and we want your feedback as to what we can what to do for you, what we can do to improve upon the event, what we can do to help you out, etc. There we go. Then pretty okay, there we go. And then you're good. Pumpkinhead has bought the ticket. Beautiful. I'm getting hungry, be right back. By the way, we need to make a giveaway for pizza, maybe. Why would we do a giveaway for pizza so that you would win it? Is that it? Oh my goodness. But if we did a giveaway for pizza, I would feel the need to enter, even though I feel like it'd be bad for me to enter. Like, I feel it'd be really bad for me to enter just because I'd have a shot at winning pizza. But then again, that's just me. So let's go ahead and check out a little bit more of what Cybex is up to, because it looks like he might be trying... Actually, let's check the Chris's thing. Because I was interested in Cybex's square that he moved away from, but it looks like Chris is actually detailing that area around the London Eye. But he is starting to struggle on the frames. Look at those frames. If I were him, I would be pausing this right now. I would be absolutely pausing it, and I would not be unpausing it until basically the last couple minutes of the game. just so that he can rack up those little bits. That's all you do, just me. There we go. Fine Duck Park. It is a fine duck park, indeed. There you go. That's all you do, just me. That would be a new level of rigged. It would be a new level of rigged. It would absolutely be new. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine entering my own streams giveaway? Oh my goodness. Could you imagine the corruption? I would never do anything that corrupt. There we go. Gareth not works here. No deliveries to this nowhere. Ah, it's true. It would absolutely be true. It's hard to get deliveries in a lot of places like that. Misclick. No, you're fine. Sees that Kaz? Have you seen Prospera? You can just tag Kaz Gem or Season Snap and I'll see it, Potato Lord, just so you know for the future. Prospera, it looks even cooler than I even thought. It is a story-driven terraforming of Mars and AI, and the AI you lay as is actually a fully sentient uncusses. How about you retype that? Because I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to type there. And maybe my brain's just being broken, but yeah, I no get that. Me no understand. Alright, so let's go ahead and back out, because I do love what he's working on there. He's using lots of PO to get all of the objects in just the right spot. He's really making you feel like it's a great fairground area, and I love the London Eye there too, because I think that centering it on the London Eye, it's just such a beautiful thing in real life, and actually building up a facade of London around it, I think is excellent. So any Londonites, how good is Eclipse Chris doing? Is Chris doing well? Is he doing somewhere in between? Is he doing poorly? Like, is it a reasonable facade of London? Outsider looking in, I think it actually looks fairly decent, but I could be biased. There you go. And then Tex has gotten the ticket, so has Mooks. Beautiful. And then remember, folks, anyone can win this giveaway. And remember, if you win, you can always just give it away yourself. You don't have to use it by yourself. It is up to you what you do with it. You can keep it yourself, you can give it away to a friend, you can set it on fire, you can do whatever you want. He's doing great, but too clean. Really, too clean. Is that a thing? Ooh, and Taradra dealing with traffic over here. Oh my goodness. And also, I'd like to note, we haven't seen any fires today. No fires for you bingo players. And also, in general, how are people's bingo cards going? Because remember, folks, use exclamation mark bingo to get your bingo cards ready. And let's find out, I mean, doesn't anyone even have close to a bingo? I feel like we've avoided a lot of our stereotypical little bingo moments. That area of London is pretty clean if I recall correctly. There you go. Where's Traffic Jams? Major ship for pants. Success, we bought one ticket. Beautiful. So, Sweetsy, is London nice and crowded? Because it seems like he's got some traffic. It definitely seems like he's got traffic. Fires come traditionally at the 2-hour mark. It's true, that is the most traditional time for the fires to occur. But it looks like, and again, so Taradra did exit and he's now re-entered the game. I'm curious if he's actually going to get things set in time and if he actually managed to get the parking lots. It doesn't look like he's keeping the parking lots in, because it actually looks like he just built a normal road. That's going to be a little bit of a shame, but not terribly unreasonable given that it's not necessarily complicated to learn, but it is extra time that you'd have to spend. There you go. London is traditionally a big car park. Cars don't get to move much, Kaz. Oh, gotcha. So it's really just a London problem. So it's kind of like New York or Atlanta or DC or my home city, Springfield, Missouri. 200,000+ residents, 500,000 in the entire metro, 12 buses, and none of them are good. So yeah, whenever people complain about public transport, I give them that. And oh, it looks like he now has the roads. It looks like he's probably going to be struggling with the exact layout of them, but he's at least figured out that he needs those in there. There we go. Progress is being made. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to watch him learn this for a minute. This is actually great. I love watching people learn mods. Cass, have you seen Prospero? It looks even cooler than I previously thought. It's a story-driven terraforming of Mars, and the AI you play as is actually fully sentient consciousness. There, fixed my English, arrow.exe. No, you're fine. And no, I have not seen that yet. Send me a link, Potato Lord, and I'll be sure to check that out at some point. But yeah, it looks like he's trying to figure out the parking lots, and I'm curious if he figures it out in time. Folks, do you think he'll figure out the parking lots in time, or do you think it's going to be a little bit on the sketchy side, whether or not he gets it done? Because it looks like he's not quite getting it yet. It absolutely looks like he's not quite getting it, because right there, again, he's partially got it, it looks like. Okay, he's partially got it. Oh, this is great. Just seeing him get. Oh man, I love it. I can like. Can anyone else see like the steam coming out of his ears, just like the smoke starting to come out of his ears as he's trying to do this? Am I a bad person? This is great. It's okay, Taraja. It's okay. You'll get it eventually, buddy. You'll get it eventually. I don't think it's the time to learn how to use PPO. I think you should skip it at this point. I also think you should skip it at this point, but hey, it's good. It's giving us good content, so it's okay. Like, and again, it's one of those things that, like, once you get it, it's so obvious and it makes sense after that. But like, and it's funny because we've all gone through this process. Like, this is really just a hazing for like, if you want to get into detailing, if you want to get into beautifying your cities, this is the hazing right here. Learning how to properly use the parking lot mods. And once you get through that, you're good. Why isn't Jesse using a few parking lot structures? Some people just choose not to do that. I'm so tempted, but I can't tell them anything I know, right? From Potato Lord, here's the link, Kaz. Okay, I will check that out later. Can someone message that to me on Discord so I don't lose it? Oh my goodness, he's figuring it out though. Oh wait. Oh, he almost has them close enough to work. Oh my goodness, it's like, it's so painful. I want to tell him. You guys have no idea how much I just want to hop on voice with him and be like, Taraja, you got this. Oh my goodness. Oh man, the content or the derps, unfortunately, do happen to be all the same all too often. It's true. Where'd you get that from? Wow, it looks like an interesting game. I'll have to check it out. It sounds interesting. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if it looks interesting, but we'll have to find out. Oh, Taraja, you're a smart guy. I know you can figure this out. Because again, this is just one of those things that, like, it clicks after a minute. And, like, after you do it once, it's like, oh, this makes so much sense. And it's just, it's the hazing process of getting it. For once, I'm with you, Cass. I know, right? But, yeah, so, and again, because he's gotten that part figured out. He's got it figured out that you've got to have these guys on there. Oh, he's getting so close. He keeps getting about a hair away from getting it. And then he just keeps moving it away. It's very interesting to me. So, just curiosity, what's everyone's mod that they had to spend a while learning? And then once you learned it, it was just like the simplest thing in the world. Like, what's the mod that you have struggled with, folks? I feel we all have these mods that we struggled to learn, but then in the end, we're just like, oh my goodness, I see the light. PO. PO is one of those, yeah. Like, it's so logical once you get it, but looking at it, it's like, there are so many levers to pull in PO, it's like, but like, once you do it once or twice, it's like, oh, this isn't that bad. Like, if I'm doing this, I just use this sub-menu. If I'm doing this, I use this sub-menu, and it makes sense after a while. Only one? If I remember, there's a tutorial in the workshop, too. Yes, there is. They're gonna move it. I saw them figured out all of Move It. I have a tutorial for you if you'd like, Grandpone. I'm planning on doing an updated version once another mod updates that's being associated with. Traffic President, that's another one. Intersection Marking Tool is another. A tutorial on that as well, Gareth. I need to do an updated one on both Move It and Intersection Markings tool. We'll check it out, yeah. Be sure to check out youtube.com/CasGem. Got lots of tutorials and stuff over there. Turn Anarchy on. Yeah, he's, and again, Katsuki Claude, you see what I do. He's almost got it. Like, we're watching the process live, folks. Will he get it? Will he get it? I missed the 30-minute mark over this hype. There we go. IMT is great once you have some templates set up. Yes. But spending some time to set up the templates, and again, it's kind of like configs for a game in general. You have to spend a little bit of time in the configs and the settings in order to get things set up so that you have a smooth and efficient workflow. And once you do, it's great, but it's a huge initial time investment. And it looks like he's darn near got it. Now, curiously enough, it looks like he's not getting the actual markings, and part of me wonders what's causing that. And I think it's possible he just didn't download the line that's actually associated with those. But we'll have to find out. Give me an L, give me a U, give me a C, give me an A. What does that spell? Don't say it, Cat Jim. Parking garage roads, because basically how to put in perfectly aligned 8 levels of roads. Also discovering that 8 level asset actual parking for all 8 levels. Yes, just me. Yes, that's a good one. Parallel roads tool, I just gave up. So, Nightmares, I actually finished learning parallel roads tool, but then I found out that it doesn't work in conjunction 100% of the time with the network skins tool, and that is bad because I love my network skins tool, so I've had to ditch parallel roads in favor of the other one because I'd rather have beautiful roads than have to redo them and all that stuff. Let's make a vote about it. That'd be a hard vote. If a moderator wants to make a vote of some of the answers we've seen in chat, we can find out what the most difficult to learn mod has been, or asset pack for people. Most difficult mod or asset pack. But again, he's almost got it. And again, it's just one of those things that it's a crucible. We all have to go through it. I think he needs perfectly flat land to make it work too. And he's got pretty flat land. I don't think that's a problem. I really don't think that's a problem at all. You know, I think Theraldra comes in second forever. Obviously. No, he's doing great. And honestly, and again, it's one of those things to keep in mind. He has never played with those parking lots. And he's only recently started to try and do the detailing, all of that stuff. So it's actually really great. Like, he's figured out how they work mostly. And I think he'll figure out the rest too in time. It's just one of those things that, and I think it was Cuboid that said it. It's probably a complex enough asset that I would not recommend trying to learn it live on Cities and Snap. There are some mods and assets I would say, yeah, use it for the first time in Cities and Snap, you're fine. Like, I would say to a certain point, parts of Traffic Manager, not the entirety of Traffic Manager, but I would say aspects of it, yeah, you can just jump right in. Aspects of Move It, just like clicking and dragging, yeah. But the more advanced parts of Move It, probably not. The big parking lots roads, probably not. Some of the complicated bridge assets that I've used in my streams a lot, probably not a good time to learn how to use them in Cities and Snap. Zax is adding prop people. Oh no, why is he adding prop people? What is he doing? But I never tried PO, so PO's fun. PO's definitely fun. I've also got one for that one. I've got a tutorial for that one as well if you want just me. There we go. I'm trying not to notice Cybex's suit until now. Plus 10%. So, he's just going for the well-dressed award at this point. Do we have a well-dressed award? How are you doing, Len Basil? Hope you're doing well. Then Skylar's Traveler Tech, hope you're also doing well. Yeah, just so we're all clear, I only riffed on Taraja because he's my friend, and I want to see him succeed, and I'm just teasing. I'm not actually laughing at anything. I'm just laughing at the process, because again, I'm laughing because I see me with, like, what Taraja was doing there, because I think a lot of people here were there whenever I was teaching myself this exact set of assets, and I was doing the same thing. I was too stubborn to look up a guide, and so I was just like, nope, I'm going to do it, and it's going to be great. And chat bared with me through all of it. Thank you, chat. Just mean PO is nowhere, anywhere as PO is nowhere as scary as you think it is. Yeah, it's one of those things that it just looks complicated because, again, it's got so many levers and so many sliders, so many buttons and dials. But what you don't realize is 95% of what you can do with PO, you don't need all of that noise. And so I've actually advocated for a while that there should be a stripped down version of PO. I think that would actually be very beneficial because I think the baseline of PO by itself has a lot to offer. And then maybe there should be an expert mode, or maybe just the original mode, then like maybe there should be like a PO Lite or something that just has the advanced mode stripped out of it. I don't know how complicated that would be, but I think it would be very good. What do you have? A bubble dip blow thing? What? I don't know what you're saying there. Thingy-majigger? I don't know what you're saying there. Are you talking about this? No, this isn't a bubble thing. This is a pen. It's got like 80 different... It's got like 12 different colors on it. It's just the pen I was using to write earlier. To write with earlier. Because normally I write on my tablet, but I don't have my tablet right now because my tablet's over there and I'm too lazy to grab it. And I normally take my notes on my tablet. Now, Carol, I'll actually show you because I'll bring it over for this. Sure, grab. But I normally take notes on this. I just take this part off. It's a Surface Book, so I just pop this off. And I normally use the included pen to sit there and take my notes during the event. Particularly during the interviews. I don't take as many notes during the event, unless there's like a major thing that I know I want to ask a question on later. For the most part, I take most of my notes during the actual judging round. Madara has one of those pens, but it has unicorns on it. Gotcha. I really, really want one of those. The Surface Books, they're great. They're absolutely great. I can totally recommend them. See, let's not check the radio song. It's back to campus radio again. I'll have to check out what's happening with that playlist. I'm probably going to just contact. What I might do actually is I might contact Paradox for permission to make a YouTube playlist or something with their music on it and say, hey, I'll make this private and only make it for Cities and Snap stuff or something, because that would make this work a lot easier. There we go. And then Eric Payne, thank you so much for the follow. That really means a lot. Okay, for the angle, it looked like a hollow center. It actually does have a hollow center. That's how it works. Has a hollow center, and that's so that you can actually unstick it, and it's also where the central, because you'll, basically, it has a bunch of pens in it. It's just got a lot of pens on the outside, and then this is kind of a way you can unstick it, but basically, I just lower one of them, and then I can lower another, based on whatever color I want. It's good for just quick little writing if I want to use multiple colors. I actually use this to mark up scores a lot, because it makes it really easy for me to mark up scores. There we go. And then we are reintroducing services at my RRL job. They are so good. They're awesome, but not enough RAM for me. Yeah, not enough RAM, but I will say, with confidence, and people who have done music and live production know how complicated this is, that Surface Book, that first-gen Microsoft Surface Book, has actually run electronic music shows from itself, including live streaming the show. So, managing multiple MIDI instruments, live streaming the show, running the live sound for the show, and holding mixer presets and controlling them. That one has done it all. And it's also been my stage laptop a lot too. So it's a pretty powerful little machine. Don't discount it. I will have a new challenge with my MDT build process. I don't know what MDT is, but yay! Alright, so let's go ahead and see what some of the others are doing. Let's go ahead and check again on Eclipse Chris. I do like kind of what I'm seeing from Cybex. I'm a little curious what the prop people are there for. I'm curious if he's doing that just to fill it in and make sure that there's permanently someone there, or if he's trying to make a statement with it. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but we'll have to find out. Microsoft deployment tool, fun Windows automation stuff. Oh, gotcha. And it looks like, yep, there's Ernie the Duck. We found Ernie, folks. We have found Ernie. Anyone who is concerned that Ernie might not make an appearance, he is here. I had a 20 color one in the 80s, so this is an 80s thing? Those pens were the things to have in the 80s, but only had 4 colors. Yeah, this one has, I think it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's 10, not 12. I thought I had 12. Captain couldn't help myself. I reposted the remix on Discord. Of course you couldn't. Of course you couldn't. There we go. And then Kitty Claude. We should start getting ready to draw that giveaway soon, shouldn't we? So, folks, in about 5 minutes, we'll be closing that giveaway out. So you got 5 minutes left to enter to win that giveaway. That's just this many minutes. 5. That's all. That's all you guys get. Brainless. Oh, you're awesome. Folks, Brainless has posted something humorous on the Discord. Be sure to join the community Discord if you aren't there already. It's a great place to be. Lots of fun stuff happening. And White Sammy Sosa and Jersey Griffin need to whisper me. Yes, White Sammy Sosa, Jersey Griffin, message Kitty Claude. Again, White Sammy Sosa and Jersey Griffin, please message Kitty Claude so you can collect your winnings. Because she doesn't have time to chase all of you down. She's got a Kaz Gem and Wildman to take care of, and a Cybex. A Kaz Gem, a Cybex, and a Wildman. Man, your plate's really full, Kitty Claude. How do you deal with all of us? There we go. And then Andrew is about to take it. Beautiful. And again, this is for, what are we giving away? Distraint 2, a horror game from King Prox. Yes, it is. Oh, I know it is, Kitty Claude, but we all love you for it. We absolutely love you for it. There we go. And then Discuss We Bought a Ticket. Beautiful. I am so mad over Eclipse Chris's speed. What do you mean about the fact that he's able to... Now, keep in mind, you have to keep in mind, Mario, Eclipse Chris is one of the most experienced builders we have in Cities and Snap. As far as participants, he's one of the most experienced participants. And he's someone that learned very early on how to adapt a detailer's playstyle into building fast. And he was one of the first people that proved that you can do detailing in a meaningful way in 2 hours' time. And other people have capitalized on it, and I think the best example to date was the shopping center build from a couple months ago. That was from Usually Working. That was the single best example of what you can do in 2 hours' time. I still can't believe that Usually Working did that in 2 hours' time. Like, I've had nearly 2 months to process this. I'm still not over it. I am still not over it, folks. Chris has perfectly accurate trains, Cass. I'm sure he does. There we go. In 2 hours, I built 2 roads. And that's how a lot of people start, Mario. You have to keep in mind, Eclipse Chris is one of the most seasoned builders. And there's a reason why he's the reigning champion right now. But that's not to discount the others, because, I mean, Luca, same concept. He used to build super slow, and he still does build slower. But again, Season Snap is a different thing where you have to sit there and prioritize. And I talked with Slay3K and a few other people about this. You have to start distinguishing between micro and macro detailing. And the macro detailing is, you know, the little stuff, like making sure that at a bird's eye view or at, you know, maybe a street level view, things look really good. But also figuring out where you're going to put the micro details. So for instance, macro detail the entirety of this little London waterfront, but maybe you only see the micro details, like the little tiny nitty-gritty details, in a couple of the showpiece areas that he's going to be showing off in his 5 minutes. Because you have to keep in mind, in just 5 minutes time, you're not going to be able to take us on a walking tour of your entire city. You're going to need to pick and choose what you show us. And that's where the real strategy comes in. You have to figure out, what can I focus on? Where can I focus more? Where do I need to pull attention away from? And that's what makes this so exciting, week in and week out. Wait a sec, most problematic stuff for me was learning why modular-based building vehicles won't despawn, destroying my cities. Interesting. Intro was built through Chris has perfectly accurate chance. I'm sure he does. Slay details a house in an hour. It's true. Hey, when Slay did this, he had an entire city block. I was impressed. Unfortunately, I can't really follow stuff Kaz says because of my 1995 internet speed. Ooh, rip. I do also talk a little fast, unfortunately, so I do apologize for that. But it's also because we've got a lot to cover during these events, so I do have to pick up the pace a little bit of how I usually talk. There you go, Toluca. What about Toluca? Do you want Luca? We can show you Luca. Slay is a speed builder compared to me. Cuboid, you have shown me what you have taken, like, 2 months to do, and then, like, what's taking you a couple weeks to do. And I'm not shocked by either, because keep in mind, you're the maintainer of Move It. I shouldn't have been shocked. I really shouldn't have. But I still was. Like, I was prepared for it, but I wasn't prepared for it to that degree, if it makes sense, Cuboid. And, like, it's one of those things, like, it makes sense, but it's also like, really? Still? You write your own mods, though, Cuboid, it's true. Chris Plus, not my fave. Chris is my fave. So Chris is your favorite. Why is that, Len Basil? Why is Chris your favorite right now? And folks, in general, if you had to pick someone that's winning right now, who would you say is winning based on what we've seen? In fact, moderators, can we get a quick chat poll? Just, this has nothing to do with the waiting at the end, but who do you think is currently winning the cities in the snap? That's all we want. Just a quick 1, 2, 3, 4 poll. Who do you think is currently winning? And then a fifth option for too close to call. Best building so far? I think he so far has the best building. I will say that. I'm not going to say too much more. But I do think that Eclipse Chris is doing a very good job of that. You'll do the poll? Alright, Cuboid is on the poll, folks. He's on the case. Cuboid does more than just make mods. He makes my life easier. Thank you for that, Cuboid. In exchange, he likes to ask me questions like, are you limiting yourself to talented people, or will you be included as well? I'm not going to give you context, but that's the kind of stuff that I get to put up with from that guy. Though, to be fair, I also break his mods like every other day, so yeah, it's probably worth it. I'm out for 2 of the 4 contestants. I refuse to pick. Fair enough, Kitty Claude, fair enough. Thanks, Cuboid. Yep, Cuboid is on the case. And Brainless has won the giveaway! Congratulations, Brainless Society. You win the prize. The prize is a game. Be sure to message Kitty Claude for your copy of Distraint to a Steam key. Congratulations, Brainless. You are a legend. So, folks, this is a purely opinion poll. Who do you think is winning at this point? And also, feel free to discuss in chat. Why did you select who you did? Because with just 13 minutes left, keep in mind, anything can happen. A lot can happen in the next 13 minutes. We have seen these competitions take a complete upset. We've seen people lose their entire builds. We've seen people drop out due to an internet outage. We've even seen people take a relatively middle-of-the-road city and turn it into one of the best we've ever seen in the last 13, 14 minutes. So again, a lot can happen here, folks. Graphs in society without brains. Exactly. You want the prize? The prize is Kaz dollars? Yes, the prize is always Kaz dollars, don't you know? So a lot of people are picking Chris right now as an opinion. So, folks that have picked anyone. So why would someone think Luca is winning? Why would we think Taradra is winning? Why do we think Cybex is winning? And why do we think Eclipse Chris is winning? Let's just get a discussion. What do you guys think is happening there? There you go. Chat says Chris is winning. Chat is currently saying that. Now, again, this has no weight on the end product. But again, it's interesting where people are lining up right now. You don't think Toronto is winning? I think he's in second. So why do you think he's in second over the others, though, JBS? Michael, I just don't want to vote for Chris because he's too popular. I love underdogs. He is an underdog, actually. I don't know what you're talking about there. I mean, even if you want to look at statistics, I have statistics that show that the only one that would be, quote, too popular in the mix would be Taradra. And I'll tell you this, the most popular does not always win. This has never been a popularity contest. That's why we have a relatively complex rubric to help keep popularity in check. Because there were a couple worries early on that, hey, we're gonna end up steamrolling with too many people only voting for favorite streamers, popular, etc. We've proven on several occasions that that's not the case. And again, if someone does feel that that is ever the case, feel free to let me know. And also, folks, you can be sure to let me know any of this stuff in a completely anonymous manner. And I would encourage everyone to do this. So be sure to fill out that feedback form. Let me know what you would like to see improve in this stream as we go forward. Because keep in mind, you can also drop in suggestions for other things, because we're also still in the planning process for the first chunk of 2021. I want to have through May completely planned, and we're going to by the time we release the signups in December. Because remember, about halfway through December, we're going to release the signups for January, February, March, April, and hopefully May all at once. And you will know the themes ahead of time, and those themes will of course be tentative, because obviously if there's a major shift that happens, we'll have to adapt to that, but that'll be a 95% confirmed thing. There you go. Yeah, Lucas there, that's here. I wish I could love Toronto's build, but the shape of the island ruins it for me. That's fair enough. Hashtag small streamers for the win. Small streamers for the win, exactly. I like what Chris is putting together with his London build. I want to see how he can build out beyond that core. And that's something I'm curious about here. He has a really strong core, but it doesn't have support around it. And that's something that, again, like, if it's too top heavy, you don't want it to feel like it can fall over. And right now, that is a danger of Chris's. Because right now, the scope is fine, but the size and, like, the support around it feels a little off. And he doesn't need to, like, fully recreate the entire metro or anything, but he needs to have a little bit of support around it, otherwise it's going to feel a little out of place, unless he organizes his tour such that we don't notice. Because if he manages to do that, then he'll subvert that problem entirely. Darn, Cybex on a call again. Yeah, go figure. He's always on a call. We didn't see Cybex on his main game. Well, that happens. There we go. Come on, Luca. I will be sure to sign up again. It's going to be absolutely great. Rants rather than filling in feedback forms. It's true. See, Gareth, when he has an opinion, he just calls me. He's like, so, Kaz, I'm going to be talking with you for about 20 minutes. You better buckle up. And I buckle up. I take my little seatbelt and buckle up. And I sit there and I take whatever it is. Polyphony rank outsider for the win. Yes, of course. Polyphony always wins. His build looks great, but I like what Cybex is doing as well. I do like Cybex's. Cybex's is turning out very well. Now, something that is interesting here, though, he still doesn't have a whole lot for the theme yet. And that does make it very dangerous, because right now, if we were going purely based on theme, he doesn't have hardly a leg to stand on. And that's not an intentional pun, that's just very factual. He doesn't have much to stand on yet. I'm hoping that Chris limits his metro to only the bits that are active overnight. Interesting, that would be nice. By the way, setting transport have one disadvantage. First, I think about starting to use calculator all the time. 2, I hate my A-class road highway for interchanges being too close, like it should be 5 kilometers and I have 300 meters. Yeah, I run to that too, just me, and I'm not even that, I'm just an enthusiast. Well, it's 2 actually, there we go. Does Cybex get extra time for starting late? He has the option. I don't know if he's expecting it though, because he knows he has it, but he seems to be intent on finishing up with the rest. He knows he has it. He is a moderator for the event. He knows how it works. We discussed it ahead of time. It's possible that he just decides he doesn't want it, in which case I cannot and will not argue. What's that parking lot thing? What's Roger doing there with the parking lot thing? Let's go ahead and find out. Let's go ahead and zoom in on Roger and see what he's up to. Chaos post-apocalypse would be cool. That would be really cool. Be sure to post that in suggestions and feedback in Discord. Because remember, we have the suggestions and feedback area in Discord. And then also for anonymous feedback, you can always use the feedback form. But if you're just posting in chat, there's always a chance I will forget. Though I'd encourage you to post in chat so that we can have a discussion about it. Okay, and It looks like he's kind of getting the hang of this. He's not quite getting it. He's getting close, though. He's absolutely getting closer. Oh, man, like, I don't think he quite realizes that he can make it work. Oh, he's so close. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. He'll probably figure it out after Cities and Snap tonight, but he will figure it out. There we go. Cash him for the theme, suspecting we'll need to wait until the end. Yeah, I'm suspecting that too. But again, that's why I'm not really discounting or putting too much faith in Cybex yet. Because keep in mind, we've seen people just completely forget the theme. And so I can't say, yeah, as long as Cybex gets the theme, he's got he'll be a contender. Because there's always a chance he doesn't get it in. We've always had that as a problem. He's getting close, but he is also quickly running out of time. Exactly. Big parking lots. That's the name of it, Mighty O. There you go. He'll come into the Discord chat and we'll have to give him a lesson. It's true. Well, actually, he won't because he's going to be continuing his 24-hour partner celebration stream. And actually, speaking of community victories, I want to take a brief moment to talk about the community as we're seeing these folks get ready to enter the last 5 minutes. So, in the community, we've had a couple really awesome things lately. First of all, congratulations to participant number 2, Taradra, one of our originals, one of the frequent participants. He is now a Twitch partner. He has reached that status, so be sure to congratulate him at some point. He's live for 20 more hours after this is done, so feel free to go away, get dinner, then you can come back and congratulate him. Seriously, he deserves it because one of our Cities and Snap community members and also someone who participated in the very first month. He was one of the people that had faith in this. Whenever I came forward and was like, hey, we're bringing this back, he was one of the people that was like, yes, we are doing this. We need this now. So again, be sure to congratulate him. And also another thing, we have another thing going on yesterday, today, and then a little bit more. Toady YPQ, another community member of ours, is currently in the middle of a charity stream set where she is raising money for F cancer, and I would encourage you to check that out, cheer her on. You can see her wearing a giant Pikachu outfit, potentially. It is really hype. Be sure to give her some love for that. And also, can we get a quick shout out for Toady as well in that? Because again, 2 great events happening this weekend. I want all of you to be privy to those. I so wish that my internet gets stable so that I can stream more and hopefully hit affiliate at some point. And Mighty-O, you can do it. Because also, another quick factoid here, because we have a partner up there, but we have actually created several affiliates. We are now in the, I believe we have helped create about 20 affiliates now. I'd have to double check the numbers after the stream's over, but we have actually had a direct influence, and you can watch the charts and numbers. We have helped create several affiliates. So that's actually really, really great. And that's not, again, the main goal of this, but it does show the power that Cities and Snap has. Because keep in mind, a lot of people struggle with just getting people to notice them. Come on, Cities and Snap. Do well. People will notice you. I guarantee it. There we go. Thanks for following, Mario. There we go. Welcome on in, Mario. Welcome to the community. Did she get overheated, JFC? Maybe. But there are multiple clips, it's true. Toya has just turned off the Pikachu dress for now, sadly. No, but there are multiple clips, true. I also have a screenshot of it, so I'm pretty hyped about that. Saying, random question, are you using a screen splitter or stream splitter? No, I'm not using a stream splitter. I am using the backend Twitch API to get all of this to work. This is all completely proprietary. I, Kazim, have coded the entire way that this works. I have coded the entire way that this works, top to bottom, everything happening. And that includes the little video clips, that includes the redesign of that logo up there, it includes the redesign of all the background that you see, and how we get the streams in here. Relatively simple, but also there's automation in there, courtesy of Polyphony, and then also getting all of the nameplates to work properly. That is all Polyphony, including getting all of their profile tags in there. It was a bit sweaty, yeah, but at least one, Doctor got into it. It's true, there we go. Is Luca done? I think Luca might be done. I'm willing to bet that Luca is just setting up his fireworks and light display at this point. There goes Stream Splitter. Nope. Yeah, you don't want to use Stream Splitter. Stream Splitter is bad. Hey y'all, what's up, Wildman? Hope you're doing well. It was a mess. The parking lot is frustrating. Yeah, the parking lot is frustrating, but you know what? That's okay, Speedworks, because worse things have happened, and guess what? Taradra will figure it out at some point. I know he will. He's a big boy. So what's up, Wildman? Hope you're doing well. And are you feeling better, Wildman? I hope you are doing better. I hope your day is going well. I know that you had a bit of a rough day, but welcome in. If I can do anything for you, let me know. You are my friend, and I want to make sure you're doing well. And also, I've made sure to keep Kitty Claude nice and happy today, so she can then also, be more privy to helping you out with your day today. There you go. Well, everyone knows that Luca is the anti-Jedi. It's true, he always takes under the amount of time. Well, not always, but he has done it now more often than he hasn't, which is very interesting. But folks, we've got less than 2.5 minutes remaining. That's right, less than 2.5 minutes remaining in the build phase of the competition. And of course, in slot number 1, we have Luca, who, this is his first participation of the month, so he's technically the newcomer right now, but is very experienced in the competition as a whole. He has built a displaced small town, and is building a form of fireworks show / light show that it looks like is going to be getting rid of 2020 and ushering in 2021 with some beautiful, beautiful kind of national forest builds around it. So let's hope that that turns out well. And then, of course, participant number 2, we've got Taradra building a beautiful island build for the 2021 fireworks show. Got lots of people coming in. You've got the park, and he's been working with the parking lot roads. I don't know if he's quite going to get it done in time, though. And then, of course, participant number 3, we have Cybex Streams. Although late to the party, he is doing just magnificent, wearing that gold suit of ridiculousness, and he is hoping to build something. Now, it's kind of a European-American style, and I'm thinking that he's got some barges out in the water that are going to have his fireworks on it, and the whole town sectioned off around here. And look, that's what he's doing with the citizens. He's got police officers there observing the events. I like that. That's a really great small detail, and it's little details like that that win chat over and help you in the rubric. So let's go ahead and check out participant number 4. With 60 seconds left, we have the reigning champion, Eclipse Chris. Eclipse Chris is aiming to defend his title. He won last month, and he is doing really well with his London build. That's right, the London Eye fireworks show. He is hoping to have a great time with this, and honestly, so far, it looks great. Again, as an outsider, a silly American looking in, this looks great. But it'll be up to the Londonites to let me know how accurate it looks. And again, considering that this is City Skylines, not a professional modeling piece of software. And now, folks, we got less than 30 seconds remaining. Get the chat rolling, folks. Get the hype rolling. Now we've got 20 seconds remaining. And we got 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. That is it. That is Cities in a Snap. We are done with the build phase. So, we are going to now take a brief break. We're going to take about a 5-minute break to stand up, stretch our legs, give the participants a moment to, fetch the dog, fetch the kids, whatever. And we'll be right back in just a few minutes with the end interviews. And be sure to stick around. We'll be running a couple of ads during this quick break. So be sure to stick around for that. And we will be right back before, stick around to support the stream. We will be back with the judging in just a few minutes.
You're listening to
Hello and welcome to this week's Cities in a Snap event. I am your organizer and host, Kazjem, and I would like to thank all of you for coming out today. A couple brief things. First of all, thank you moderators who help make this happen. They help keep the chat kind of sane. They also help answer a lot of questions. They also do things such as managing the Discord, managing our Facebook page, keeping the Instagram and Twitter running, and a variety of other activities such as being giveaway wardens. Also, I want to thank all of you who help make this event happen on a weekly basis. This does take a lot of man hours on the back end, and it's up to you guys to make sure that it can continue. You guys can help contribute to the Cities in the Snap event directly by subscribing to this channel here, twitch.tv/citiesinthesnap, or by going and giving bits, or you can donate directly, or you can even sign up for our Patreon, link down below. And we also want to encourage all of you to let your friends know how you spend your Saturdays, and also be sure to hop in the community Discord. We're in there all the time, we're answering questions, we're responding to feedback, and we're continually trying to make this event better for you, the viewer. Anyways, thank you so much for coming out, thank you to this week's participants, and I hope you enjoy this week's Cities in a Snap. Here, there we go. All right, so we are getting ready to do the judging for trying to help feed a Kashim. Rip. The judging, how this is going to work, if I can go ahead and just focus on up here. There we go. So, the way this is going to work is we're going to visit each of these 4 streams. We're going to visit Luca, then Taraja, then Cybex, then Eclipse Chris, and we are going to be seeing what they've got. They're going to take us on a quick tour, and we are going to then be rating them on my rubric, and then, of course, chat is part of the voting process. So, let's go ahead, get things going. We're going to start off with Luca and see what he's got to say for himself. And that means that Luca, what's up, Luca?
What's up, Kaz? Welcome to my nice city. I hope.
Oh, nice. Well, I do hope it's nice, and it looks nice. But it's time for you to give us. It's time for you to give us a tour. So you know the drill. You got about 5 minutes on the clock. Show us whatever you feel is necessary or relevant, and we're going to just start judging. We're going to start getting really judgmental up in here.
Sure thing. You judgmental things. Do judgmental judges do judgmental things. Right. So, first of all, again, as I said earlier, this map, 10 out of 10. Would download it again. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's like a double trumpet, but not. Wonderful. So now let's get onto the actual city, though. So here we have this tiny little highway exit that just connects you straight to the city. We are connected straight to the port, and we find our first feature area. This is the fish market and factory. They're both connected to each other for efficiency, and they are an anchovy, and this is an anchovy factory. So the lore here is, some of you who were already here earlier might already know, is that this place is a very important port town, even though it used to be completely inland and only connected to a small stream. After they built the dam, the government of the area decided it would have been a good idea to just power up the local economy just by getting an anchovy population inside of here. So as we can see here, we have the fishing boats going all around, and that is quite great. But then after that, after the fishing explosion, there came the tourist explosion, because the government also instituted a state park on these mountains here, because of these very peculiar mountains, like these very peculiar formations that became really popular on the internet. So the town very quickly became very popular, and the wealth started spreading, so they decided to build a new bridge, extend over to here where we have some hotels, but unfortunately are kind of left out because they had to close during the pandemic. So you can see a bunch of, grass coming here. Yeah, it's not really that nice for them, but they should be coming to life next year, hopefully. So yeah, it's quite great. So the town, what about the town decided to? It's now like the end of the year, and the town decided that it would have been great if they celebrated, because another thing this became really popular for is floating fireworks. It's a technique they made. They basically make a buoy, and they attach the fireworks to that buoy. So what they do is they just get the show on, and it's really popular among tourists. And because the town didn't want to miss out on that, and also because they felt like it would have been really great to just give that little bit of happiness amidst all this panic that we are going through, unfortunately, and we have gone through this year, they've decided to hold the show anyway and do it in a very peaceful place. So, of course, because of regulations and such, you cannot stay like too close to another person. But this town just happens to be right next to a national park that is very well connected to the national road system. So what they decided to do is they built up a nice parking lot, a temporary one. As you can see, it's very sporadically built. It's pretty just wild, and it's not really permanent. It's dirt roads and things. Even though there's already like the fine parking lot of the normal, national park. So what they decided to do is make a place for all the people of the town to gather and look down at the wonderful fireworks. Here we go. This may just get this right to nighttime. Hold on, I could also use this instead. So as the sun sets, that was bad, but alright. Yes, the sun sets right over those mountains. You can start to see the wonderful fireworks that just spell out 2021 over the water. There are a bunch of fishing boats just going around, lurking around. Even though that's fairly legal, let's just say these are the people who control the fireworks, shall we? So they just decided to go have a look. They have these sitting areas everywhere because again, they wanted to have as many people participate as possible. This is the main seating area. You will be coming here with your family amongst all the other people in this massive, massive area to just watch the fireworks show happen. And not only that, but the hotels are starting to open again. So there are a bunch of cars, and they made something really similar in their backyard too. And they still need to clear the paths out because, of course, they've been left for a year without maintenance pretty much, and they are slowly just coming back to life. And yeah, again, with the whole city, they have decided to get some more of these sitting places around.
Nice. Very, very nice. So I like this a lot. I absolutely like it. You've done a lot of really good things here. Now, something I have to wonder is, with the build, did you have any specific city that you were trying to take inspiration from? Because right now it kind of feels like a unique amalgamation, which isn't bad, but I am just curious.
Not really, no. It's just... so the original idea was that they'll build a European town. Because of the terrain, this really feels like somewhere like, I don't know, I guess Arizona or Ohio or something like that. So like I couldn't really make it European. So I decided to make this town, as I said earlier in the interviews, a town that used to be at the bottom of this lake, right? But then because they made the dam happen, the bottom of the lake just got flooded, and they just relocated the entire town up the valley. And
Makes sense.
Nowadays we have this little town that's been planned around the 60s, which is why it's very like suburban and stuff.
Awesome. Well, again, I love the build. We are over time, though. I do want to congratulate you on it. It looks great. I love it. It feels like it has life in it. And just overall, a nice, complete, small build. I really like that. I really do like that. And folks, again, for your consideration, twitch.tv/Luca Farini. And we'll wish you best of luck in the polls.
Cheers, Cads. I'm going to be watching very closely.
Awesome. And now we're on to Taradra. What's up,
Hello,
Taradra?
sir. How are you?
Hello. How are you? It's time for that interview time. You know how that
Yes,
goes.
sir.
We got about 5 minutes on the clock. Wow us. Did you get the... But first of all, before I start the clock, did you get the parking lots figured out?
No. I mean, so I had them figured out, but apparently I'm missing something. I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna make it work. You're gonna be impressed.
Okay, yeah,
So-
I'll message you later what you're missing. I happen to know what you're missing, but yeah, so it's no big deal. It happens to all of us. But yeah,
I mean,
so
no,
you got
tell
5
me now.
minutes.
It's not gonna make a difference now. What am I missing?
Oh no, I know. What? Oh, you're basically missing the baseline prop, the line that creates the parking spots. That's all you're really missing. Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you can find it in the collection. But yeah, anyways, so you got 5 minutes on the clock. Dazzle us.
Okay, so real quick, we got to celebrate 4th of July. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the fireworks. And they should start here any minute. There we go. We got the fireworks for 2021. There's a celebration there in the middle of the park. They built a hill in the middle right where the 0 was because we can use that for the next 100 years there. So there's that.
I like that.
Happy New Year. The parking lot, unfortunately, is not being used because of COVID restrictions around the area. This is how the city looks at night. We've covered the entire lake. We have populated centers around where you would expect them. Let me go over here to daytime here, and we'll show you around the cool places. Let me go time of day and get a little. I'm still new to eye candy. I don't know how to use it a lot very well. So I think this looks good. There we go. Okay, so right here, we've got the rest of the city. We've got our IT district here, which is right next to the epicenter of commercial. We have tourism here. They've got all their stuff set up, the bars and the clubs and the buildings and whatnot. We got the residences. The people who want to live in the high rises and stuff are further back from all the noise and frustration because they don't want to deal with those damned tourists.
Who does?
We've got the city just kind of fills in through the oasis part of the desert because no one actually lives out in the desert. They live, where the lush green is, as their forefathers and ancestors did before them. We have some commercial or some industrial epicenters here. We've got a big one here before the tunnels, right next to the dam. And then we've got an old school industrial up top here that keeps the pollution away from everything else. So we've got them on top of the hill there. That way they can look throughout the city. Over here on this end, they had given us some water waste treatment. So I went ahead and used that and built off of it. And I put all of our power and everything over here. So it actually looks like it's in use and it's functional. We've got a prison over here too. This kind of looks like Grand Theft Auto. When you're out in the desert and you go to prison. So we've got that set up. The park is meant to be taken down and reshaped every year, obviously, like I said earlier, by sand being dredged around. So they changed the year from 2020 to 2021 this year. It's a smaller village, but they know how to throw a damn good party. And that's what we got laid out there as a park. It's an amusement park. I'll give you some stats and figures while we're floating around here. Our traffic flow in the city is 85%. Our population is 19.9. We've had 1,500 guests in our park. We have 56 visitors last week, and everything is working out pretty well. The houses are all level 5. Everybody's maxed out. Everybody's happy. They've got their coverages, and the city's here. There's no wrong way to look at it. You can look at it from the dam here, and it looks quite nice. If you want a city skylines shot, we can come over here and kind of bring it down just a hair, and that'll give you a little bit of the park and the rest of the city there with the helicopters flying around because we have a lot of helicopter services. But that'll give you a rundown of the city. I think it looks well. I'm pretty proud.
I think it does look good. I mean, a couple things. I love the idea of kind of like dredging sand around, and that does solve a question because a couple people were like, "Man, like having a whole island for that's really hard." But I mean, if it's just sand you're dredging around, yeah, that actually makes perfect sense.
Yep.
I don't know of any large scale things like this, but I know of a few small versions that do something like that. So, were you inspired by something? When you decided on that, or was it just completely
just
unique?
the map choice because it was the desert with a lake in the middle, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to use the lake as the central focus because that's where you would find the city. If you were trapped in a desert, you would look for water because that's where there would be people.
Right, because again, because the city I think of with this is there's several small towns around a place called Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri, where there's a couple of them that do like little kind of sand islands temporarily they don't do them in shapes, but they do them to put fireworks on. For 4th of July and all that, and then they end up mowing them down once 4th of July is over so that the boats can go to that area of the lake again. So it is something I've seen, and I like that a lot. Now, the next thing I do want to ask about, so the city is really spread out around the lake. So do you want to maybe go a little bit into that for chat, just what your reasoning is?
The reason why it was separated the way it was is because you have to think. So most older cities have like an old town, and they build out from there. So these people, if you want a story behind the city, this place was discovered by people wandering the desert, and they just pitched up tent and pitched up camp wherever they could find. And slowly but surely they found each other, knew that they lived next to each other, so they started building routes together. And then as the city went into the industrial age, they turned those into roads, connected everybody, and now people have houses there.
I like that. Yeah, because even a couple people were asking about, because I mean, it was just lots of little sections, and again, I think it makes perfect sense. Now, the next bit here that I do love is that you actually have the whole town to where it is kind of focused, because I asked you, I believe it was in your halfway interview, about, hey, is this like an event center, or is it a small town with all that? And you're showing that's really both. It's a large city, really, just spread out, and then you've got all those little, just little overlooks looking over it, and it really is the centerpiece of the town, and I absolutely love that. So was there, I guess, an ideal strategy for making this work in this map, or was it just happenstantial that you were able to do something water-based?
The only thing I wanted to do was the fireworks again. Everything else would happen as soon as I saw the map.
Okay, that works. That's all the answers I need. So, folks, for your consideration, twitch.tv/Taradra, and best of luck in the polls, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
Yeah, all right. So now let's go. I saw that, by the way.
You saw nothing.
I saw it. I saw you. Anyways. All right, we'll go ahead and chat with you later, friend.
Okay.
All right, and now we're on to Cybex. What's up, Cybex?
Hey, how we doing, guys?
Doing well. So, you know the drill. You get 5 minutes. You can use them however you'd like, but I prefer you to use them to give us a tour of your city and whatnot.
Sounds
But
good.
also, really quick, do you want to, for those that are just tuning in, explain the suit again one more time? Because we've had people questioning it.
Yeah,
I just want you to have a chance to explain.
It's New Year's. We dressed up last week. Everybody enjoyed the suit. Now it's New Year's, so I figure we have to dress up this week as well. And best way to do that for New Year's would be to put on the old shiny sequence. Sorry, gold sequence suit. So nothing says New Year's like a sequence suit and some matching 2021 glasses. So I just figure,
Nice.
we have to pull it off.
Exactly. So again, folks, that's the logic here. And then also, I do want to clear up with you here, just because a couple people have been worried. Oh, you're not giving Cybex advantage, all that. So Cybex does know the rules. He knows that he knew that he was able to build for the extra minutes if he wanted.
Correct.
He clearly made a decision that he didn't want to use them or need to use them. And because he called me basically about 45 minutes before the event saying, hey, work emergency. I'll be back as soon as I can, probably about 3 or 4 minutes late. He was also a little later than that, but again, so we did talk ahead of time. I wasn't giving him a disadvantage. It was an agreed upon thing to try and meet out the best possible end.
Yep, and I'm happy too with my build and how it turned out. I don't feel like I'm being like robbed or anything, so I think we're good to go.
Oh no, yeah, I think it's good to go.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clear that up because you know how it is. Sometimes people throw these wild things like I actually hate Cybex or something.
Yeah, well, I know you do, but you wouldn't be so blatant as
Well,
to show
yeah, I wouldn't
everybody
be as
live on
blatant.
stream.
I'm gonna do it through other ways. I'm gonna like shut off your IP, all that stuff. Anyways, so
You see the
illegal
Cybex like
activities
playing with the
aside.
sequence? It's great.
Yeah, exactly.
It's awesome.
So, Cybex, you got 5 minutes. Explain yourself.
Perfect. Yeah. So we kind of went with like we were talking European French theme is kind of the idea that we went with. So we've got our main park and venue here. It's a huge international event, just like it is like where all of us Americans are used to with New Year's Eve in New York City. I felt like that was just like too basic of a build, so I decided to go with the French theme. So we've got our red and blue theme, kind of like the French flag, Eiffel Tower here. We've got all kinds of different things here in the park. So we have our, of course, COVID-friendly barricades and police, making sure that no people can get in this year. We've got, because it is 2020 after all. We've got some police vans set up for mobile dispatch, things like that. We've got all of our news vans so that we can at least broadcast it nationally or internationally. We've got camera crews, camera boom arms so they can track the show. We've got our anchors, just very limited amounts of people that are allowed in, but the news people obviously are here so they can help broadcast it. Mostly kind of just a look across the whole city. We went with a pretty small build here so we could spend a lot of time on the park. But we are flowing. We've got I think we had like 4,000 people, roughly 4,300 people. And without further ado, that means it's time for the show. So you guys ready for what all the camera crews came for? Are you ready? Are you ready, Kat? Okay.
I am ready.
All right, let's do it.
There's the money shot right there.
Yep. We had to take the screenshots. That's right. So that was it. That's what it's all about. That's what it's for. And it is officially 2021, so we can all kiss 2020 goodbye and just be done with it.
All right. So overall, I like the idea of the build. I like the European American or the Euro American, whatever you want to call it, build that you've got going on here. And I really appreciate the fact that you not only have like that central town square thing, but the fact that it has a feature on one end of it, and that they utilize that feature in their fireworks show. Because too often people think, oh, you need to have your head facing one way, and then for another event you face another way. But no, you're going to want to utilize something like that. And if you're watching the interviews, you'll know that that a lot of other people had a kind of a similar thing with, hey, let's make sure we have a regular feature and then add on to that feature, which I think is a good thing. I mean, we've got 4 smart guys building this week, so obviously a couple of you are going to come with
one other big thing that I did is you'll notice the residential buildings are on, and all of the commercial buildings are actually turned off, so they're all PO'd. So you don't have any lights on them.
That.
So just
that
a
was
minor little
actually
detail.
A nice little. That's actually
minor
a nice
detail, 'cause all those
I've
businesses
never
are
thought
closed
about
down.
that for the right things. I actually wonder if there's a way to. I'm gonna have to talk with some mod devs, see if there's a way to make that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yep,
mean,
so-
I've got all sorts of ideas.
Yep. So that was pretty much it. That's the big feature. Like I said, we've got all the news and media, the police, barricades. We've put a lot of focus into this park here with hedges and specifically placed trees, things like that. And then the main feature, the Eiffel Tower, as well as the all the fireworks show. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and definitely appreciate you coming by to check it out, man.
Obviously. Now, and then one final thing.
Yeah.
You actually utilized the water very well here, and I like the fact that it's utilized. Now, was the water at all involved in your original plan? Or was
Yeah,
that
so
just
the
happenstance?
original plan was going to call for like a key or something along those lines. If you give me a map that had absolutely no water on it, I had a backup plan for keys, or a canal system, something along those lines, to kind of build that waterway in. And we would have moved the barges around a little bit, done it a little differently. But I was kind of preparing myself. You never know what old Kaz Jim's going to throw at you. So
Okay, well, again, that's good. I just wanted to know that because, again, it works really well. And I guess if you're done, then we'll go ahead and leave you alone. Folks,
yeah, I think we're
for
good to
your
go, man.
consideration, twitch.tv/Cybex streams. And best of luck in the polls, my friend.
Appreciate it, man. Hashtag
Oh,
vote
really
Cybex.
quick, what's your There we go. There's your population.
47.
I almost forgot
Yeah.
to grab your population. So go
No
ahead and
big
grab
deal.
that before I leave. All right. Peace out, friend.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, and now finally we are on to Eclipse Chris. What's up, Chris?
Why, good evening, Kaz. Welcome to my city.
Awesome. Well, I don't need to tell you what's going on. You know what's going on. You've got 5 minutes. Dazzle us.
Well, here we have a recreation of essentially London in a snap. I wanted to really sort of create the London fireworks show, because we're going to sorely miss it this year because they've cancelled it and it's not going to happen. So I've created my own one in-game for everyone to enjoy. So that's always good. But we'll look at that at the end. I've got it paused at the moment. So this is also technically a celebration for the last final when old Nicolas Cage was attacking us in the last one. Because we finally beaten him. Ernie has earned his place in the world now, and he's solved everything, basically. So it's also a celebration for him for saving the world, basically. So that's a little side story thing. Anyway, so I've got all the proper sort of monuments in. You've got Big Ben in, you've got the London Eye. Over in the distance, you'll have the Shard and the Gherkin as well, HSBC building. Wanted to get in the sort of the normal raised railway lines you get through London. Got the sort of traditional sort of UK trains running through as well. Our main focal point is the London Eye. In the back here we do have still got a Christmas market going on, because technically this is set in a non-COVID universe, because we don't have big ducks in this universe, so there's that.
No big ducks, no COVID, same thing.
Exactly, yeah. So everyone's allowed to run free, and we do have some little barricades, please set up to help get the traffic to detour around and stuff, and help the rowdy people from getting into trouble. We also have a nice little walkway through the centre with all the lights, lit up trees, got all the illuminated hanging lights as well, right beneath the good old London Eye. So might as well have a little firework display, shall we? Let's get a good old view. So we can imagine it's just ringing through to 2021, and we get the old fireworks going.
There they are.
Nice.
So out of curiosity, how accurate are the fireworks, I guess, scale to what the actual London Eye fireworks display is? For someone like me that doesn't know.
Well, what's going on now would basically go on for like 10 minutes, just constantly, and you get massive smoke around as well.
Gotcha.
So it'll be that times 500 basically.
Hey, that's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Says I've got the Cutty Sark actually being used on the river as well. Other sort of little details is I changed I put a bridge asset over and stretched it out to make it fit the road itself, so it looks like the proper sort of stone bridges you would get in London. We'll turn on the daytime for a moment just to get a good look at some of the stuff. Got the quays running along the front with the nice full trees. Lots of full trees around. It's just really sort of, or to me, sort of wintry sort of feel. The BT radio tower as well.
It looks really nice. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Again, there's lots of
Now-
barricades around to stop all the cars going through for the fireworks.
Is this our first real world city recreation?
I think it
Snap?
is. I think it
Yeah.
must be.
Sorry,
I've
I had to
definitely not
ask that
seen
for
one.
something, but yeah, I was pretty sure it was, but I just wanted to make sure before I made note. But so overall, I love this build. I think it's really great, and again, I had kind of an idea right during your first interview. I was like, yeah, man, that building kind of looks like Parliament, and it's like in like the right bend on
Yeah, Parliament,
what
yeah.
could be the River Thames, and then just as soon as you put in Big Ben, I was just like, that's what he's doing with the bridge and all that. That's what he's doing, and I was really pleased
Yeah.
to see the London Eye. I didn't know about too much about the London Eye fireworks display, but I feel like I've learned something about it.
Yeah,
And
they
I also like
use
the
it,
fact
they-
that
yeah.
you've given it a good. Because whereas a lot of people may have just built the fireworks display and maybe have Big Ben over there just to say, hey, this is London, you've actually, according to a lot of people in chat, even done a good job of recreating. I love the ducks on the...
Yeah.
That is great. That is absolutely great.
And
But
of course, Venom
you've
Industries,
actually
of
gotten the
course.
scope and the background, and it actually feels like it's a good representation of London. And
Yeah, this
I
this
think
view
that's
right here
really
is probably
important.
one of the nicer views within the city.
So, and then also, you
But getting
you
up
have
front,
London
but-
Bridge in there too, as well, don't you?
I do.
This
Yeah,
isn't
London
going to
Bridge,
factor
yes.
into your score because you're out of time now and the score is set for me, but just so other people can see, there is a
was over
London
in the
Bridge asset. Yeah, it was over in the distance. But yeah, I just
Yeah.
wanted to show that because that is a brilliant looking asset. I need that in my city. But go figure. Kaz asset shopping, mark that off your bingo card. So again, this looks great. I love the feel of it. I love the look of it. And so was this always your idea to do London today? Or was it
It
just
was.
like, oh, there's winter? Okay, so what if you didn't
Yeah.
have water? Were you going to create the water?
That is, yeah, I probably would have created the water.
Okay,
I
fair
would,
enough.
I would
was
have
just
made an
curious.
effort to do it.
Yeah, I was just really curious about that. Anyways, folks, for your consideration, twitch.tv/EclipseChris, the current reigning champion.
Good luck
And
to everyone.
we'll be back with you later.
Everyone deserves to win.
Yes, it's a great week as usual, and best of luck in the polls.
Thank you very much, guys.
All right, so... Oh, let me jump. Sorry, I'm still talking with you, Chris. Bye. All right, so now let's go ahead and, folks, you know how this works now. We are going to be spending the next few minutes judging, and we're going to be spending the next few minutes voting. So if I could get a moderator to go ahead and make the poll. Again, the way that we're going to do it is there's going to be a chat poll available for 3 minutes, and you'll be able to vote in it, and you'll be able to vote for 1, 2, 3, or 4. And if you aren't able to see the chat interface for it, you should be able to type /vote 1, /vote 2, /vote 3, or /vote 4. It's pretty close. I think this is going to be a close one. I haven't fully worked out the rubrics yet, but again, the way this works is I've got my rubric that I'm going to be spending the next couple minutes working on, and then you, chat, you are going to be voting as well in a poll. You get to vote here in a second. I don't think a moderator has made it, so I'll go ahead and make the poll. Give me just a moment and I can make the poll, folks. There we go. Alright, so let me go ahead and get the poll up. Please forgive me, folks. It takes time to manage things like this. So, CIS, chat, vote. And then, let's see, it will be for Luca, Farini. Because keep in mind, instead of doing this during the tours, I actually have to do other stuff like actually take notes and fill out my rubrics. So that we can have a fair system here. There we go. Cybex Streams and Eclipse Chris. There we go. All right, and the is now up for 3 minutes. All right, you've got 3 minutes to vote, and let's go on to the usual interface so you guys can see who you want to vote for with /vote commands. If for some reason you can't actually use the chat interface, so be sure to type /vote 1 for Luca, /vote 2 for Taradra, /vote 3 for Cybex Streams, and /vote 4 for Eclipse Chris. And that /vote space the number. So let me go ahead and I'm going to pull up my rubric and I'm going to see how this works. So again, chat vote gets plugged in as a section on my rubric. So my rubric is going to say one thing and chat either reinforces that, it can sometimes break a tie, it can sometimes overturn my results entirely, but it's up to you, chat. It is absolutely partly up to you. So let's go ahead and finish filling in my rubric here. Really quick, actually, I need to find out one thing. Eclipse Chris, are you still there?
Oh, yes, I am.
What's your population number?
Population was 22,000.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. All right, and I thought that was it because I thought I had it in, but I just wanted to make sure that was actually that. There we go. Then, there we go. There we go. And then thank you for the follow there, JJ Trouble. And the votes are coming in. The votes are railing in. It is such a hard one. It's absolutely a hard one, but folks, make sure to vote for your favorite city, not your favorite streamer. Voting for the favorite streamer doesn't actually do anything. Just vote for your favorite city, who you think did the best job with the city, with the build, with the theme. Take all of that into account and get us your answers. So right now, that's looking all right. Let's go ahead and put this number in. There we go. That looks fine. That looks fine. That looks okay. Should bump that back. There we go. And that's about right. Yep, it looks like I've got my rubric filled out now. Yep, definitely looks like I've got that filled out now. And that's this. Okay, so now I believe my rubric is filled out and nice and flush and whatnot. So yeah, that looks good. Let's go ahead and enter that in, and boom, okay. So now we're ready for the chat vote, once that gets decided. They're going, Cryptic Lemur, what is Straudra doing? Yeah, someone was eating Vegemite and Marmite. And thank you for the follow there, this is Charlie. Remember to vote for your favorite city, not the favorite streamer. Alright, so it looks like... Let me go ahead and enter this into the rubric. Let's see here. This is worth that. There we go. And then who got... let's see here. Fourth is you. Then third is you. Second is you. Okay. And it looks like we have a winner, folks. The winner of Cities in a Snap for this week, for the month of November, is none other than... Oh, if I can go ahead and get this pop up. There we go. All right, so congratulations, Eclipse Chris, on winning Cities in a Snap. Congratulations. How does it feel? You defended your title in what is possibly one of the closest events we've had yet. Such good builds across the board.
I was so stressed at the beginning of this because I was like, I'm spending way too much time on this terraforming. So what am I doing?
Absolutely beautiful. I mean, first of all, unique points. You definitely get lots of style points there. 'Cause, I mean, you recreated a very convincing facade of London. Like, outsider looking in, this looks like London. Even a lot of Londonites are like, this is pretty good. So, I think this looks absolutely great. So, I mean, how's it feel? You have defended your title into the next year.
Speechless, apart from being able to just laugh.
I'm sure that's what you needed to do.
Yes, I did. Oh my! Everyone did so fantastic. Lucas' build was great, nice low key and really detailed. Cybex's was spot on with his fireworks display, and Charger's really good just overall sort of vanilla building, and managed to build so much in a short amount of time. And everyone did so well. I didn't expect to win.
Really? So, out of curiosity,
it would have been close.
How's
but I
it
didn't
feel
expect to get
knowing that you basically get a free month of being reigning champion next month?
It feels good because I get to relax a bit more for next month. Well, technically for the normal rubric weekly, monthly thing. Man, it's just I can't believe it. It's
Nice.
just so many emotions right now.
Definitely. So, again, congratulations. I'm really proud of you. You've done a great job. I'm going to go ahead and leave you to your adoring fans, and we'll go ahead and check in with you later.
Thank you very much, guys. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
Indeed. All right, folks. So that is Cities in a Snap for today, for this month, actually. So, a couple of quick announcements before we disappear for the day again. So, again, Eclipse Chris has been declared the winner. We're going to be raiding him, so stick around for the raid. And I'm going to go ahead and start that off right now. That's right now. So /raid Eclipse Chris. And folks, I want everyone to get in this raid. I want everyone to come hang out. We're going to go congratulate the winner. And then also a couple of other reminders. After you're done congratulating Eclipse Chris, maybe stop by to Roger's stream. He's going to be streaming for another 20 hours or so. He has just hit partner. He is one of our Cities in Snap community members. In fact, a founding Cities in Snap member up here. So be sure to congratulate him. One of our own has made it to partner. Also, be sure to check out Toady YPQ. I don't believe she's on right now, but be sure to check her out. I believe she'll be on tomorrow at some point. She's doing a set of charity streams for F Cancer. Be sure to check that out. Also, remember, no Cities in Snap next week. However, be sure to tune into Twitter. Be sure to join the Patreon if you want to find other ways to support us. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more of this type of content, because that's what allows us to continue. And then also, final quick thing be sure to hop in the community Discord. Leave feedback there, or even fill out that anonymous feedback form so that we can see what you want done. And folks, until next time, this is KazGem signing out. See ya!